What's up, gamers? Hello, raiders. Hello, visitors. Hello, guests. Hello, happy stream. Happy Wednesday. Happy Toku night, friend. Thank you so much for the raid. If you came in with the raid, if you came in with printers, hello, it is wonderful to meet you. My name is Sally, that is short for Celeste. I am the half-game genie hostess of the Last Light Lounge, an arcade between worlds. My dad was a game genie, my mom was a cow. Please don't try to do the math on that, because it will make somebody come in with a badly crinkled, scuffed up card and try to sell it for $255. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing wonderful. Sometimes I'm a fairy. You might call me Hesper sometimes. That's fine too. That's my name, but I'm also Sally, so that's fine too. Hello, Death Dude. It's nice to meet you. For those of you who came in, congratulations. You saw you saw a wonderful little hint behind the scenes, a look behind the scenes of like what it is to be a streamer, the deep requirements of streaming, how hard it is to keep all these wheels turning. I didn't start my playlist of YouTube music and then it went bah! And that's what happened. That was an awesome theme song opening. Triplets born. Thank you very much, Kev. Thank you for the first time chat. Welcome in. Welcome to the Last Light Lounge. This is the back room. This is the office where I chill out. Look, it's printers. Y'all might have come in with printers. There she is. She's on my wall. You've got fire for a heart. You're not scared of the dark. I don't know what that is. You're quoting a thing. You're quoting a thing and I don't know what it is. Whoa, it's Frippy! Yeah, Frippy gets a big old picture on my wall. Right in between Dolly and Ryusei. And right above the positivity logo. There's a bunch of art on my wall, incidentally, and a bunch of flags. Dude, I have flags. And then I got Quinn and I got Scoops. Look at Scott there behind me. He's like, you know what I hate? A purple kaiju. Oh, there's one right behind me, isn't there? And then, of course, I've got some lovely stickers and decorations representing a bunch of other people who I love very much. That's dope AF. You want to see the whole arcade? I can show you the whole arcade. It's not finished yet, but I'm working on it. Toxon! I watched your lore video. Toxon, I watched your 20-minute video. Can I tell you this? Number one, there's so much going on. I didn't retain 80% of it. It's cool as hell. But I'm gonna be so real, I didn't retain any of it. But I watched the whole thing last night. I know how to say your name right now. I was saying Toxon, like Toku, but it's Toxon. So, you had a lot of inspirations. Like, it draws on a lot of, like, really interesting, like, real-world mythology. It was very cool. I suspect the colors of those flags are important. Yeah, it's my P1 colors and my P2 colors. Huh? Selly arc over? Alright, I guess so. Hold on. I gotta do it for Scott. I guess if it's over, then... I don't even know if this is gonna work. This might break everything. I mean, I guess if the Selly arc is over, then that's fine. We'll just... Wow, the face tracking is weird on this. Oh, because I have the audio tracking. That's weird. Selly arc over, I guess. Sorry, gamers. Who the fuck's this goose? I don't know. That's too weird. Oh my god, the tracking is set up for like the low poly. So like it's so weird. There, oh Jesus Christ, that's better. Computer over. The face tracking is super uncanny. Gamers, I have a new model coming from V Lightning. I have a new model in like, in a week, it'll have been 2 months since I made the first payment and I haven't heard any updates yet. But I have a new model coming from the same artist who made the fairy model. I'll be replacing this one probably for most purposes. I wish, Vel, that we could. But hi, Scott! Hello, welcome in. Scott and Marshall. Selly arc over, Selly arc immediately rebooted. That's what I did too. I take it I died in your soul lock. So Scott and Marshall have been doing. By the way, please go follow Scottzilla on Twitch.tv and Marshall. Scott and Marshall have been doing a Pokemon Infinite Fusion soul lock, which seems really cool, but also like, some of the fusions are so weird. I just want to play a regular Pokemon. I want them to make like a version of Infinite Fusion that just has regular Pokemon in it, but all the quality of life improvements they've made. So I don't know.
Every trainer fight is an exercise in anxiety and terror.
I mean, I literally died, dude. That's as grim as it gets. Sally died, and she's like the light beacon. She's the bubbly one. She's the one that shines so bright. You know, like, then you got a couple of people based on chatters who are real grim and edgy people, you know? Your model has ended up dragging out because we kept finding small things to adjust so we can improve. Listen, no, Wolfwings, number one, that's so cool, and I'm so excited for you that you're getting your model finally. Number two, if you're working with the artist and tweaking and adjusting things, that's awesome. That's like a great thing. Like, if you had gotten that model and it didn't have those adjustments, you'd want to make them anyway. It would still be taking time. So it's really kind of in your hands at this point. It's just a matter of like, is it finished and finalized? Which I think is so rad. Sally, did you know Scott named a Pokemon after me and fused it to not be fairy type? Was it Merfable? She's your fire type, so it tracks. That's fair. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-bow! Ollie!
Whoa, almost 3 months.
Almost 3 months! Proliferid! Wow! A creature from the horrible beyond, almost 3 months. Can you believe it? I'm so excited about this information. Almost Olivarid. Just 3 months, just a month away. Hello, Pepper with jalapeno chicken. That sounds good. That sounds good ass. That sounds good ass, Gav. You're Merlia on Marshall's side though. Oh, I don't know what Merlia is. Listen, every Clefable is cute. I'm named for a Clefairy who I myself named, okay? Like, every Clefable is cute. I think we're adorable. I'm not a Clefairy, but I don't know, you can pretend my ears are Clefairy ears if you really squint it. Murkrocuria, Goth Witch. Also, hi, Super Plink. Yes, today the day. Gamers, is today the day? Today could be the day. You don't want to miss it. Today could be the day. I'm gonna eat a potato real quick. I have these little potatoes with like seasoning and stuff on them. Oh. Also, Fribbert, Fribulus, Madam Fribago, if you're still in chat, you rated in. Thank you so much for rating. It's really wonderful of you and really kind of you, and I love seeing you, and I like hanging out with you, and I really enjoyed your stream where you were playing TCG Shop Simulator all day. If you gotta go raid and fade and get dinner, please don't feel obligated to stick around, but I already know that. I already know your plan is to raid and fade. I just wanted to say it. Today is the day that it's April 15th, 2026. Wow! 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 Yeah, Gav, today could be the day. You don't know. Today, it's today the day, Kaylin. Here, you know what? Oh. 2-minute poll. Is today the day? Your schedule will work, but gonna lurk. Best of luck with stream today. Toxon, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you lurking while you're working. That means a lot to me. We love our lurkers here. Twitch hates them. I love lurkers. Lurkers are the backbone of Twitch. I really think this. Because, like, I don't know. Twitch changed their ad rules, and so, like, they don't get, like, the ad coverage doesn't count if the video player isn't going. So, because the advertisers don't want to pay for it if the video player is not going, because they don't want to do audio-only ads. So Twitch now only counts you as a viewer if your video player is running, which means you can't have it, like, because of the way GPUs play videos on modern PCs, you can't have your Twitch window covered up by another window, or your view won't count. That's actually true. If your Windows, like, video player is fully occluded by another window, you won't count as a viewer on Twitch, which is insane. Because a lot of my viewers are audio only. A lot of y'all hang out audio only while you're like working or lurking. It's different on mobile. If you're lurking on mobile, you'll always count. But to my understanding, you always do. But I feel like sharing that I have neglected to listen to Sally's advice and I've started dating a VTuber. No! Solanum! Bad! Stop! Spray bottle. I mean, are they cute? But I mean, no! Don't do that! I mean, I ignore... Listen, Sol, I'm not gonna give you shit. Look at this photo. Like, I can't criticize you. Woo, sorry, Koofin. Not liking lurkers is like saying radio broadcasts don't like viewers, only listen to call it. It really is so dumb, Plink. It relies on the page visibility API, so if you disable that, they can't tell. That's true. There are extensions for it. Today's the day? Gamers, are you sure? We only got votes from about 20% of the chat, so that could flip over. I'll do the vote again later. That could flip. I only got 12 votes. So only about 20% of y'all voted. So I'm not gonna take that as gospel yet. Today might be the day. This is why you have two monitors. You can play Cyberpunk in one and watch Sally in another. I'm basically Cyberpunk. Wake up, June. We got a city to burn. In Cyberpunk, you could become anything. In Night City, if you smoke a cigarette, you're a good guy. It's cool to smoke in Night City. Imagine dating a VTuber. Who would do that? Who would do that, Gabby? Who would date a VTuber? You made your partner do retroactive bad choices because you became a VTuber after we started dating. Oh my god. Oh my god, you dropped that bomb. Yeah, same thing with my wife, actually. We're just hopeful along with you that today is the day. I would like that. Maybe today's the day. Maybe today's the fucking day. I don't know. So, I want to be so clear with you. What day? You'll have to successfully pass the resolution to find out, I suppose. It's probably not as exciting for you as it is for me. Hi, Debscus! Hello! In Night City, you could become... There's just so many really good cuts of that video. Is today gonna be the day... Today's gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you're not to do. Who would date a VTuber? Looks at the photo on Sally's desk. Hey, wait a second. What photo? What pumpkin? It's my show madness. It's my show fucking madness. Were you saying? Let's go, Mr. Shinkus Bingus. Hello, Rizu says Skibbity Heart. How you doing today? Are you Phantom Tax? Are you 6'7"? Ice in your veins? Sheesh. How you doing, Ryu? I think I either de-aged myself 20 years or aged myself 50.
I'm unfollowing, unsubbing, and leaving positivity.
Yeah, that's very fair. That's, you know what? I don't think anybody will blame you. I don't think anybody will blame you. Well, they'll probably blame me. They'll be like, man, she changed. Bancha one time in her chat told her to stop holding back, but this is not what we meant. Yeah, that's right, Frollo, I forgot about that. Luigi,
it is what I meant.
But it mention. But it mention. It is what I meant. Oh, good. What a relief. It's all part of Keikaku. It's all according to Cake. Also, hi, Cindy. Welcome in. So, speaking of Keikaku, that's when you give the villain from Samurai Jack a birthday. You have Keikaku. Would you like some cake, Aku? What? No, I mean cake, Aku. Oh, I thought you were doing some sort of plan.
Keikaku Dori.
Ooh, yummy. That sounds yummy. Oh, Vel, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, translators know cake, Aku means plan. Why didn't you just say it go according to plan? Why didn't you just translate it? That was your job. You're like, to do, translate this next line, which means... Why did they do that?
It's when you give the villain from Samurai Jack a cake and surprise estrogen behind a locked door.
Aku does, like, bud off a female form at one point. That's in the new series, and like the wrap up. There's like he has like basically like a girl that he makes up to seduce Jack, but it's basically just Aku as a girl. I don't know. There's some implications there, I think. The shape-shifting master of darkness. So yeah. Welcome in, everybody. It's wonderful to have you. Today the plan was to play Star Fox Zero because I had it set up. And so what I had set up previously, and it was before I reinstalled my operating system, was I had a Pro Controller that I could use for the gyro sensor, and it would have worked really well. I would much rather play it on actual hardware, but it's really hard to capture from actual hardware. But the controller that I was using with the gyro sensor is no longer working with my PC, and none of them are. I have 4 of them, and not one of them is working correctly with my PC, and I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong. So... Today is certainly good to be a day, but the day, let's find out. Hi, Dante! Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Hi, Dante. Hello, Skelly friend. Welcome. It's wonderful to see you. Hope you're having a good day. So the plan then for today is just a yap for a bit, and then we'll figure out some kind of retro thing. But I wanted to kind of like get a temperature check about some stuff since today's the day so far. I want to know. Dragon Prince has a Wonderwall joke? What? Does it? Isn't that a fantasy show? Okay. I clearly can't play it on stream because it's copyrighted content. It's Netflix, they'll come and kill me. They'll come and unplug my ears from my head and I'll fall over. But like... wild. But yeah, so I wanted to kind of do a temperature check because I want to see how y'all are feeling. We did some Pokemon battling yesterday, which was really fun. I had a ton of fun doing a bunch of Pokemon battling yesterday. And Pokemon Champions is probably pretty much always going to be on the table going forward if we don't know what we're doing, if we're just having a casual hangout stream. Have you played Viractyl yet? So, I have Viractyl on my wish list, and I have had it since the day it was added to Steam. I haven't touched it. I haven't played it. It looks really interesting, but I just never figured it out. I never figured out if I want to. Was that the game you kept asking Ryu to play? No, I don't think so. What was I? Ryu, what did I ask you to play? What was it I was nagging you to play? Does it start with a V? Does it have a V in it? V Rising? V Rise, V Sect. The vampires grow up so fast. Also never did the Castlevania content in that. Yeah, I don't remember. Naka's talking about something and I'm sure 1000% that I have nagged you to play a game. I have no memory of this place. You know what's kind of cool though? I don't gotta do the kayfabe thing now. I'm just me, and that's really neat. And I can just talk about shit that we've done together without having to worry about the lore implications. That's cool and refreshing. Yeah, no, I haven't played Viractyl yet. There's a bunch of stuff on Steam that I want to play. I kind of wish you could sort your Steam library by, like, what you've bought most recently. Whoa! 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 I want to take you for a ride. Sirless! Sirless, I'm going to take you for a ride, okay? Sirless! Zerless, hello, welcome, and thank you so much for the raid. How you doing? Are you having a good time? Gamers, go give Zerless a follow on twitch.tv. Hello, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Did you have fun? Did you steal their catalytic converters and sell them for a bunch of money and then use that money to buy bigger guns? That sounds rad. I hope you had a really good time. For those of you who don't know me, you might know me as Hesper, but Zerless is a member of an elite cadre who knew me as Selly back in September. I am Selly, that is short for Celeste. I am the half Game Genie hostess of the Last Light Lounge, an arcade between worlds. My dad was a Game Genie, my mother was a cow. If you put those together, the math does not work, so do not attempt it, for it will topple your towers and end your civilization. We didn't, but we did do some Lego. I think you should steal catalytic converters, though. They are so valuable. Like, you can go under a car and just, like, chunk with, like, a pair of bolt cutters or whatever, depending on the car, and you can just have it, and it's like 500 bucks. You can just do that. Just go to like a parking garage and just, like, get on one of those little wheelie roller things and go under cars and just, you know? And just, like, have your friend waiting nearby in a van, an unmarked van, and then just throw the catalytic converters and throw them, like, into the interior of the seat, you know, in, like, a hidden smuggling pocket, so that if you do get pulled over, you can't be held accountable because they can't find the contraband. Today, on How is Sally Going to Break the Twitch Terms of Service Today, detailed instructions on how to commit a crime. I am joking. Please don't steal catalytic converters. Sally, no. Sally, yes! That would solve the chair issue. You have a chair issue? Do you have a bad chair? I have a very good chair, so I'm very spoiled. Hi, New Hesper. Hi, Old Grillson. Celery, I need you to know I've used Gengar and Aggron, and it was literally me. Yes, it's purple Aggron. We talked about this. We talked about this. Also, gamers, we did a shout out for Scott, right? We did a shout out for Scoopzilla, who raided in earlier, who was playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion. You should go follow him if you want to see these cool fused Pokemon. You remember reading a textbook thing about those, and they said they had a honeycomb structure inside, and your stupid kid self thought, wow, bees are so cool. Bees can do so much. They're in your car, they're in space, they buzz between the dimensions and up the roots of the world tree, and through the various portals they're in, to the various designated level zones, and they sting you and you get superpowers. Sorry, all I heard was steal and stop listening. Ellie, you're welcome to rob the arcade. But be warned, for everything you take from the arcade will bear with it the genie's curse. For my magic can find you in any dimension. And besides, you're basically a magic lighthouse. Like, you got the synthetic shining heart and a fairy who feeds me real-time updates on your location because I feed her. Why don't you feed her? She would betray you a lot less if you fed her more. Your chair broke mid-stream. Sir, are you okay? Did you, like, fall? That sounds horrifying. I'm so sorry. Old Grilson, same old fella now, $29.99. That's $29.98 because they're not renewing. Actually, he used Gengar and Aggron in reverse, and it was a monstrosity. Aggrongar. When you evolve to Volcarona, you'll be a beautiful, devastating queen. Oh, no, I am a beautiful, devastating queen. Put me in reverse. All shall love me and despair! Put me in invert colors. Did you feed her? You buy sweets every week. You feed her every week? Cool, you're a great dad. You're a great dad. I feed my child every week, damn it! That sounds like good parenting to me. She chugs honey by the bottle. I don't know where it all goes. Do you think she might be reselling it for a profit, Ellie? Because that's definitely something you're dumb enough to fall for. I mean, something that, you know, as an organized criminal might do. There was a ka-chunk, but you landed 10 out of 10. Wait, you landed 10 out of 10 like you landed really well? Or you landed 10 out of 10 rating your chair breaking? Are you giving a rating to the experience of your chair breaking out from under you? That's very fair. I'm so sorry. Gamers, go donate $1,000 to Zerless, so that they can get a new chair. I don't so much feed her as much as I buy about 10 pounds of sweets and she devours it all in a day. You have to dole it out. You have to get her one of those like maze bowls like you get for a dog who eats too fast, where she has to like, you know, pull the pieces out one at a time. No one tell Sally I'm sneaking her stream in from in my bed. Okay, I won't let her know. Thank you, Nowlin, for the heads up. I would have greeted you, but I can't tell that you're here because nobody told me. I know she's not reselling it. You've seen it happen. It's horrifying. I mean, I guess fairies are like, so Alistair has this pal, right? A little co-streamer, a little heckler by the name of Isabel Lobelia Larkspur. And she's like a little cute fairy, and she's part of the reason I have twin tails. Did you know that? She's part of the reason I went with twin tails in this design, because I was really feeling a little jealous of the fairy who has pigtails. And I was like, I'm gonna put these in here while I was drawing it on stream, and that's why I got twin tails. I mean, it's part of it. Also, my old design had, but anyway, yeah, no, she's a big part of it. She's a big part of why I was jealous. I had twin tail envy. She's made the cutest sound. She's so flattered. No, she might have made that sound. Fairies don't make that. You think it's cute, but they only make that noise when they're distressed, Allie. Fairies only make that sound when they're distressed. Going to bed for real now before your lack of sleep destroys you. Please go to sleep now, Lynn Davis. Sally, I saw what you deleted. I saved from the recycle bin. Sally's cursor hovering over empty recycle bin. What are we? What? I deleted 13,600 files today, actually. It took me like an hour. I deleted my whole temp folder in Windows. It's like 800 megs of temp files, 13,000 files. Mostly it's because I was having difficulty installing a thing to play a thing today. Izzy says, I'll get a big comb, you get a small comb, we'll comb each other with hair. No, I'm gonna get a big comb. I'm gonna get a big comb so it does Izzy in one swoop. And she'll just be like, ah, ah, ah! And I'll be like, foomp. And then she'll just be fully combed out. Usually have to delete temp files and it's 98 gigs because you do art. Your temp files are also like art backups and stuff. I got a bunch of messages. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not missing anything big. Okay, we're good. I didn't miss anything super time critical. So yeah, I want to play something retro today, I think, because I want to break in my new controller. But there's also some stuff I could play on Steam that has a controller. I was debating like trying Sonic Rumble because I have that installed. It's like gacha-y, but it's like they added a new like party mode to it apparently, where it's supposed to be more like Mario Party instead of like Fall Guys. So I'm wondering if Sonic Rumble's any good with the new mode. And I kind of wanted to try it, but I never tried it in the first place. Low poly models are a bankai. Paige. Hey, Paige. Just gonna get a creepy low angle on you here. I'm gonna ban you from your own library. Index page! Do not take me for some petty conjurer of tricks! I am not trying to rob you! I am trying to ban you. That's unbelievable. No, she's had this thing going. Or they, excuse me, they, them. I'm normally so good about this. I'm so sorry, Paige. They've had this thing going in the Positivity Discord where they did the Calvin and Hobbes meme, but they did it in text only. And it was like, did you know that every VTuber model change is a Bankai or a Super Saiyan? And I got so mad. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, thank Christ. Because in my head, I had she locked in for you. And like, I looked down after I said it. They hit me with that too. It's incredible. It's the worst. It's just absolutely the worst. But yeah, I don't know. Sonic Rumble seems interesting. Maybe I want to try it. Maybe we try Sonic Rumble today? That might be interesting. Do y'all want to see that? Does anybody care about that game? We were discussing it during Elden Ring on Saturday, and your name came up. Wait, my name came up? Oh, it's like Sally Charms? Really? You're looking smug and not having done a rebrand? You know, we talked about this like a day or two ago, right? Why? And I still can't figure out. How some people just don't ever rebrand. But this is the closest thing I have to not rebrand. I'm debranded. This is me going back to before the Level Up Lumi arc. Like, this is like taking an old form and an old stream style and like deleting everything that came after it. I'm kind of debranding, but I don't want to be Uchimimi TV. So Sonic Rumble's kind of fun, but the buy-ins were fucking ludicrous. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to promote shit that's that ludicrous. But I can't really stream Pokemon Champions again, right? I would play Pokemon Champions. I do play every day. Gamers, Pokemon Champions has grabbed me enough that I've been playing a game recreationally. I played a game for fun, off stream. I didn't even feel compelled to stream it. I just had fun playing it. I watched Prin and played Pokemon today. Despite being a new model and soft rebrand, all of Lumi's characters are ignored and considered a super. I hate this. I hate it. And Paige, like, you know, you've been around since Level Up Lumi, like, you know. I'm sorry, Sally, I just can't PvP. Gets me on edge constantly and my heart beats. No, okay, Naka, I totally get it. Like, this is something I talked about previously. When I first started streaming, people talked about streaming like League of Legends or something, and I have this thing where the minute I realize I'm fighting against another player, my hands start shaking, my heart goes up into my throat, it starts beating 1,000 times a minute. I get tunnel vision, I get really genuinely panicky, like instantly, the minute it becomes PvP. World of Warcraft, I can't be in a PvP area because if somebody jumps me, that's what happens. I get freaked out and it takes me like an hour to come down from it. There are certain things that are okay with me now. And I think the reason for this is that I played ranked League of Legends for a little while. And nothing is as bad as that was. By comparison, all the other stuff feels really tame. Pokemon Champions, they can't even taunt you. There's not even like a question mark ping they can spam at you. They can't chat with you. They can't, like, use moves to try to humiliate you, because if they do, you'll win. If they try to stall, you'll probably just win. So, like, but yeah, no, I get it, Naka. I understand completely. Hard to believe next month is your 4-year anniversary. 4 years. Is it really? Oh my god. That's wild, Paige. Congrats on that. You've been like a really, and I'm gonna say this because I don't want to be like parasocial or weird or anything. Like we don't really have any content together or anything like that. And I know like we've talked about it in the past, but what I want to say is that you have like really been a fixture in this space. I can't imagine a time when you weren't here. Like you work with so many of my friends, and I come by your streams and I see you, and like. I don't know, I just can't imagine you not being around. It's weird to think about. Also, hi Slash, you're hello. We need to play Nomansky so that you can teach me how to make money without being a criminal. Expeditions. There's nothing to that game but Expeditions anymore. And I will tell you one thing, Scottzilla. I had fun with Nomansky going through the progressions solo and pursuing the quest lines and shit. Expeditions are kind of like multiplayer instance dungeons, basically. They're okay. The thing I want to do in No Man's Sky is not part of the gameplay anymore. The thing I want to do in No Man's Sky is what I'm going to do for my next midnight grind, which is space trucking. I want to do space trucking, and there's no space trucking in No Man's Sky anymore. There was for a little bit. There was space trucking for a while, and then they added portals that you can use to just warp from station to station. So you can literally walk into a station, walk into the next room through a portal, and sell the ship for a profit. You don't need to use your ship for it. And there's like no loading time because the station assets are all identical. So like, yeah, space trucking is so much fun. I had some thoughts about space trucking tonight, actually. I had some thoughts about loading up like Elite Dangerous or something, but I haven't played it since reinstalling my OS, so my controls would be fucked up, and I'd have to reset them. And I firmly agree, Gabby. Part of the joy of going to another world is being in that world, right? There's a reason all like the lit RPG and like the anime MMOs and manga MMOs and shit all have the player character like logging in and existing as a part of a world, as opposed to just jumping on to play a video game that flashes at them for a while and then they log off, right? Funny thing is though, after a while you just start playing multiple accounts where you're basically the whole guild and people would always start DMing insults for the lost guild battles. Wait, what are we talking about, guild battles? Oh, mobile gacha game, yeah. I've played some stuff like that. I've played a ton of stupid mobile games that cost a lot of money to win. Like the Lord of the Rings, like large-scale warfare game. I gave them probably $250 playing as Angmar. Best way to get money in Nomansky is to do an expedition, use the busted-ass scanner upgrades they gave you during them, and then when you finish the expedition, just bring the multi-tool into your main set. You can just bring... What? Really? That's wild. It's so busted. Yeah, them damn portals took our gerbs. You're right. They did that. They did. Those portals took our gerbs. Now all the space truckers are out of business. I love space trucking. One of my favorite things to do when I want to chill out for an evening is sit back in my chair, turn off my lights, put on my headset, put on like some vibes music, like something that I can just kind of rock out to, and just do something a little monotonous. For a while, it was like leveling grinders and crafters in MMORPGs, and then it became space trucking for a bit. Space trucking kicks ass. It's one of my favorite things. And last night, your girl, Celery Charmeleon, was sitting in bed, and I was so tired, and I had this idea, right? And I was like, oh, this would be an awesome idea for a midnight grind stream. I gotta remember this. And then I fell asleep. And I was so convinced of how cool it was gonna be, right? I was so convinced of what a cool midnight grind it was gonna be when I did it. And then I woke up and I forgot it. I remembered later in the day, and it was like Truck Simulator. And I was like, that's not really as inspired as I thought it was last night. That's just a game. But we were falling asleep last night and watching like how it's made, and they had a thing about like sleeper cabs for truckers. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, I could do that. Oh, that's such a good, so relaxing. It's just because I was tired. It's like when you're hungry, like pie sounds like the best idea in the world, right? Also, hi, Monologue. Hello, welcome in. You love you isekais? I have a thought, and I don't know if I'm ready to share it, but I've been kind of noodling over like writing some fiction myself, because it's been a while since I've written anything. And I've been feeling a little inspired. I'm not sure if it would be better for like fiction or for like a TTRPG setting, which is usually my go-to when I want to write something. You don't want to talk about your whaling? This is why you stopped playing gachas? Yeah, you just whale for us instead. Naka, you're the one who pushed us over my March Dono goal. You saved me from having my first missed goal in like a year. Or well, I guess less than a year, because I started it in June or July, I think. Absolutely, Naka. You can bring in the multi-tool and whatever ship you had equipped. You can bring the ship for free? Wow. Truck sim streams are actually so fun, though. Yeah, Dolly did it. It was really fun. And I thought it would be a really good way to break in my controller, maybe, because, like, I don't have, like, a driving setup, but I do have a space flight setup. But I do have this super cool, like, Xbox controller. At this point, you log on to search for new ships. You have yet to find an S-Class Sentinel or Fighter. I have an S-Class, I I have one that's a ball with like triangles on it, and it's an S-Class. I actually have 2 of that one. Because there's 2 variants of it. Hi, Hespers, there's Sally now. So my name is Hesper, right? That's what people call me in real life. As a result of my having been Hesper's Quest for so long. The channel name is still Hesper's Quest. But if you want bonus points, if you want 30 lives in Contra, call me Sally or Celeste. I'm trying it on. I'm trying it on, so you can help me. You can help me. You at home, yes, you can play along. And help a girl figure out if she wants to rebrand her Twitch channel completely or not. It's still weird. Like Bancha recorded a thing saying Sally Charms, like an announcer, and I was like, yeah, that's cool, I like that. And then sometimes Ryu or Prin will call me Sally, and I'll be like, oh, I made them say that, oh no! And I have a moment of like anxiety about it, and so I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how I feel. Now that you quit Hoyoverse, Hoyoverse is easy to quit. Oh, you know what we're gonna do when our voice actors push back against our stupid contracts? We're gonna replace them with fucking AI scab shit. I don't know. They refused to sign the AI contract, so we replaced them, I think is what happened. I don't remember. It's some stupid Hoyoverse AI bullshit. I don't remember how it came about. I don't like Hoyoverse. Somebody in the chat will know better than me. I never played any of their games anyway, so it's a really easy cut for me to make. Dolly's stuff was the first that came to mind. She has this clip edit of her truck sim scream, where she just goes, ah! Just like a bunch of times. It's really good. I think there's a nanite fee maybe, but you're getting like thousands from the expedition. That's nuts. Oh, is that an explorer? That might be an explorer. I'll have to log on and check and see which, because I have 2 S-Class ships. If it's an explorer, that's the one then. Well, no, I have 3 because you can upgrade a ship to an S-Class if you get like the little legendary core or whatever, right? So I have the one that I built too that kind of looks like an R-Wing. My goal was to make a ship that looks the most like the R-Wing from Star Fox, because that's what I want No Man's Sky to be. I want it to be a Star Fox game. I want to have Star Fox characters in it, and I want to have Star Fox places in it, and I want to play No Man's Sky in Star Fox, and that's my perfect version of that game. Pretty much, yeah, refused to negotiate a contract with AI protections for the VAs, while still continuing to release new content for the game that wasn't voiced because they were all striking, and then used AI voiceover to announce a new game mode. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's correct! That's correct. Hoyoverse can suck the greenest, scaliest part of your ass. I agree! Firmly agree! By the way, Light No Fire. Light No Fire is just furry No Man's Sky, but it's fantasy, so... There are greener parts of his ass. Yeah, some of them are green and some of them are yellow. He's got scales, gamers. You don't normally... He doesn't show feet, but, like, Ryu's got, like, from the waist down, just scales. It's all scales, actually. He's basically like a half dragon, but from the waist down instead of, like, a cool integrated thing. You know? It's weird. It's kind of... He's like a dragon mermaid. It's hard to describe. But, like, you know, sometimes you click on Ryusei's Patreon and you get to see a spicier content, that's all. I love how they're basically using Nomansky as a way to beta test new ideas that'll get them even more in depth than Light No Fire. I just hope there's fucking some kind of progression that they don't immediately throw away. Dragon mermaid, an eel if you will. Is an eel just a dragon mermaid? I think it would have arms, Magna. I think like a Quetzalcoatl is like a dragon mermaid, right? I feel like an eel would have arms if it was a dragon mermaid. It's just the eel that's a worm mermaid. You did not expect the whole entire critter battle mode to get added to Nomansky a decade later, but here we are. Yeah, it's so weird. Cause like, I don't know, I guess they really want to push the expeditions thing and like the salvaging thing. And I'm told the salvaging stuff is fun, but it's all planet side. If I'm in a space game, I want to fly a space boat. I want to take the ship that flies. I don't want to go on the wheels on the ground. I don't think that's as much fun. If I have a game, so I'm not presentable today. I can't turn on my webcam. I have a flight stick and throttle that I received as a birthday gift like 10 years ago. and it's really fun, and I like it, and I want to fucking use it for stuff. So give me a space game I can use to play that thing, and I will play your space game. People are like, play X4. I'm like, I don't want a capitalism. I want to be a freighter pilot. Like, X4, you can be a freighter pilot, but you also capitalism. Or empire, or whatever. You conquer planets and make an industrial empire, or whatever. Right? And, like, it's okay if the game's got content and stuff. It's okay if it's got, like, you know, other stuff to do, but I wanted to have, like, a meaningful way for me to be a space freighter pilot. I want to be a freighter pilot. That's what I want to do. That's my joy. Smuggling or otherwise, I want to be a freighter pilot. I think that's really fun. Get DCS. And then you put a kappa after that. Hold on, I'm trying to think of DCS. Deeply contested spaces. Dick consomme sauce. Diametrically calculated sapphires. Okay, then Leopleurodon time. A magical Leopleurodon. Macross VOXP if you want something. What is Macross Vox? Hold on, what is that? So see, like, the Elite games are great, but, like, they kind of changed. Bum ba dum bum. Oh wow, this is some like free space shit, huh? Does this let you be like a freighter pilot? It kind of feels like this is like a shooting game. This feels like a primarily shooty game. You have a really nice flight stick and nothing to play with, it feels like. You won't go heckin' near Starflush Billions on the whole Citizen. I keep trying! Wolfwings. Okay. I reinstalled Star Citizen like a month ago. A friend of mine and I purchased Star Citizen when it first became available to purchase. We paid money to get a ship pack. We downloaded the game. I walked out of my space apartment at 4 frames per second and then fell through the floor. And I said, you know what? Maybe this game isn't done enough. Maybe I'll try it again next year. And every year I try it again. And every year it's still not done. And people tell me it's done. People tell me it's playable. People tell me it's great. People tell me there's things to do. Every time I come back, I have to remake my character because they wiped it. And I have to go through the tutorial again. And then I have to deal with some arcane system of, like, how do I warp from point A to point B on this fucking planet? And nothing will tell you. And eventually I figure out how to do it. But the game crashes and I lose my progress. Or the server goes down and I lose my progress. Or the quest is glitched and I can't turn in the results. But you can get out of your ship and shoot a guy in the face. That's kind of cool. And every time I try to do a freight delivery mission. I wanna take you for a ride. Wanna take you for a ride. It's B! It's a jackalope braid. Hi, peculiar little rabbit, aka B. How are you doing? How are you doing? Did you have a good stream? Did you win? Did you defeat the foes? Did you shoot them with arrows from a long distance and then get up close and switch to your melee weapon to cut them down completely and then end their existence? Did you get a cool finisher move? B, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Gamers, if you don't know me, you probably know me as Hesper. But if you want some bonus points, you can call me Sally. That is short for Celeste. And I am the half-game genie hostess of the Last Light Lounge, an arcade between worlds. My dad was a game genie. My mom was a cow. Those things don't go together. If you try to do the math on it, it will transform your favorite space flight sim into a really irritating looter shooter grinder. Also, I got... wait, Maple and B. Oh, name a more perfect duo. Yeah, I hope you had a really good stream. We're talking about space flight stuff. We're talking about space sims and space trucking. Because I like space trucking. I want to be a freighter pilot. I think it's great. I think it's so much fun, actually. You have one of the literal metal ID cards for Star Citizen. You won't say what type of metal it is. You use this as a snow scraper for your windshield. Wolf wings. Those are... That's a high supporter tier, wolf wings. I understand. I understand. I see. I see, and I'm sorry. We did the Wheel of Roguelikes today. Did pretty well on my wins. The chat flattening my... Okay, yeah. Wow, rad. Congratulations. V, I hope you enjoy hanging out and vibing. If you got a Raiden Fate, that's okay. And yeah, you missed. It would have been April 1st. I've been trying a new thing since September. I've been trying out a new thing since September. I've been experimenting with changing the content around. So, but yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you have a really good one. Do you have a favorite space game? Do you have a favorite space game that you play? Beat, it's a little spicy for our chat here. Gonna just knock that down. I am not a prude, and I'm okay, and I believe that you should have comfortable and consensual times with people, but that's a little spicy for the chat, okay? Yeah, thank you so much for the raid, I appreciate it, I'll take care of your raiders. But yeah, sorry, I got kind of knocked off track there. But yeah, no, so Elite Dangerous, right, obviously, that's kind of like the core choice for this kind of thing, and it's fine. Elite Dangerous is fine for it, it's fun. It's fun and good. The star flight in other games is so much better. Like, the flight and, like, the faster than light in No Man's Sky is better, I think, and feels better. And then, like, the simulation elements of Elite Dangerous are great, but the progression is terrible. Like, once you get to, like, a large ship, there's no reason to do anything else. Like, I want, like, I bought the Type, what is it, Type 9 hauler, the new hauler ship. I got that. You guys want to see it? I got this cool ship. Is it Type 9? Is it Type 8? Which one is it? It's Type 8. Yeah, I bought the Type 8. Check this thing out. You have a favorite space probe? The Voyager always makes me cry. Me too, because we've personified it. This is the ship that I have. It's kind of cool, right? It's got those big, like, nacelles on the front that are used to store cargo. It's got 1 billion tons of cargo space. And then, like, when you're in frame shift mode, those, like, kind of lights on the underside sort of light up and pulse and do, like, some cool things. And you can put, like, the frame shift drive boosters and stuff on it. You can put, like, you can get, like, 55 light years of jump out of this thing. It's great. It's fun. It makes space trucking a breeze. It's, like, the Cadillac of freighters. And, I don't know. The progression in this game is just bad, because I have this ship. So what do I use this ship for? This is already the best one. So I save up money so I can buy what? A new ship? No, I want this one. What's left? So then I tried to play Star Citizen, the massive space grift by Elon Musk worshippers, and it's like, it's not good, it's not done, and as much as people try to tell me that game is done and has content and something worth playing, it doesn't. You can have neat moments in that game when everything comes together, but none of it means anything. It's a series of strung together moments that don't mean anything together. And there's no meaningful progression in it, there's no meaningful overarching narrative, and they just grifted everybody. And just keep doing it. They're like, yeah, we still didn't finish our game, we're still in alpha. And that's the excuse. People are like, in the chat, I'm like, hey, gamers, how come my character is stuttering up and down at 60 hertz up and down through the floor, and my city's not loading in? This game is 13 years old. And they go, well, it's an alpha, idiot. And I'm like, is it though? Am I the idiot? As long as you're having fun, I'm not gonna like shit on your parade, but that feels bad, right? That feels like it's a bad game. That's if you wouldn't buy that game now, a 13-year-old game that still didn't have basic functions working, you wouldn't buy that game. But they've been caught up in like the promise of what it's one day going to be, I guess. But it's not ever gonna be that. For you, when you think of Voyager, you think of V'ger. It's the remains of a satellite that collided with God, yes. That's what I think. I think of V'ger as well, actually. It's in perpetual alpha, which charge premium dollars for. It's crazy. And I've got like a $90 ship. Like, we didn't skimp, you know? We didn't get the cheapest pack. Star Trek besties. I'm not an original series fan. I'm a TNG girly. Like, I like Voyager, I think is my favorite one, but I know every episode of the original series. But TNG is like a sweet spot between the two, you know? I haven't watched a ton of Voyager. When it comes to Star Trek, I don't think there's any series I've seen all of, actually. I love this song. So I don't know. What do we want to play today? I'm 50-50, right? Do you want to play something fantasy? Do you want to play something spacey? I'm feeling like Sonic is off the table. I feel like Sonic Rumble feels predatory and weird, and I don't like the way it was described. So what do we do? What do we do? We've got so many options here. I have this huge theme library. I can play Hades. But we haven't. Hades feels like I want to start like a whole playthrough if we do Hades. And I want to do something that you guys maybe haven't seen all the time, you know? Is that Sonic Dark Brotherhood, Magna? Or is that Lost World?
Star Fox.
That's Lost World. Starf Ox? I've already played every Starf Ox. Naka, I played all the Starf Oxes that I can. Naka, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you so much. I picked something you could play. That's a good point, Magna. Good point. I could try. I could try Forces. I have Forces on I think I have Forces on the PlayStation. Listen, okay. If I went downstairs and I got my PS4, I think I could load up my Sonic Forces character. I could show you my black furred bunny girl. I could show you effectively my persona. I think she's still on there, but I'm not 100% sure. I know I had the game, and I couldn't find it when I was looking, so it's gotta be on the PS4. I could finish Radical Rex. I don't think I can, Magna. I don't think it's physically possible. Do you remember that Pteranodon, the pterodactyl scene, that fight? One of many personas? Just the one, actually. That's not true. So, I do. I am furry garbage gamers. I am a furry. It's a thing. But it's not my primary, identity. I'm diet furry. I'm furry light. I'm furry zero. 0 calories. All of the enjoyment of Antro characters, and none of the, personally identifying as it. 2, 3, 4. You enjoyed Sonic Forces? Moonberry, thank you for the first time chat. You know what? I had problems with it, but I still had fun with it. I still beat it. I still went through it and beat it. Bubsy is a choice on the NSO. That doesn't let me break in my new controller, though. I still haven't used this for anything. If it wasn't Toku Night for Prin, I'd be like, yo, Prin, get in here. We're playing Plate Up. But I have a couple personas, yeah. What was the poll earlier? Is today the day, Naka? Is today the day? I'm wondering if today's the day, but if today might not be the day. One person voted for no. And so we had 60 people in chat and only 12 people responded. So I'm not taking it as gospel. I'm not taking that as the final result of the poll. But I could do it again. I was planning on doing it again. There's always at least one thing in every Sonic game I grumble about. Yeah, usually for me it's Sega. Usually the thing I grumble about is Sega and a Sonic Team's inclusion. Also, hi Mana! Hello Mana, hi Mana Milk. How are you doing? Mana, do you have a favorite space game? Magna, why do you have 3 different That's Dark Brotherhood, right? That's gotta be Dark Brotherhood. That's the BioWare. No, yeah, there it is. That's the BioWare one. That's that one time Sonic was an RPG. furries and all. So I am a furry. It's a thing. We talked about during the ad break. If you came out of the ad break, welcome back. I'm a furry. Hi, I'm Sally Charms. I'm furry. That's me. I have a rabbit. Her name is Neef. She's my primary persona, and that's who my Lopunny is named after in my Pokemon team. I have a slime girl who shall not be named because I think she is Googleable. But she was a pink and or blue slime girl. And then I had a joke persona who could probably also be Googled. But it kind of, I don't think it doxes me so much as it's like a little embarrassing. Hi, furry, I'm Dan. Oh, Mana, that's right, No Man's Ski. We've talked about No Man's Ski. It's very good. Scottzilla just started playing it. I was talking about space trucking, like freighter piloting, and how No Man's Sky kind of robbed me of that. No Man's Sky doesn't want you to be a freighter pilot anymore. They want you to go on expeditions. The freighter piloting in that game got really, really crippled when they added the portals between the stations, and you can't turn those off. There's no, like, you can't, like, go to a galaxy where they are disabled, you know? Or a universe, I guess. You're also a slime girl who may or may not be blue. Yeah, Magna had a slime girl. She was a sugar slime. That was her thing. She metabolized sugar exclusively. She liked sweets. And she liked sweets a lot, and she could change shape, but she wasn't very good at it. She could fit inside any container she wanted. And she had cute little, like, crop bob hair. She was slender. So gamers, there's a part of my history that I don't talk about much, but I spent some time on Tapestries, which is the #1 furry mush, which is a text-based online game for socializing. The old text-based games were Muds, Mushes, and Moos. And I don't remember what Moo stands for, but Mud is multi-user dungeon, and Mush is multi-user shared hallucination. And so a Mud is like a combat-oriented systems-y grind thing where you level up and have weapons and use attacks and abilities and level your classes. A Mush is the same format, but role-play focused, without class details or things. It's just custom social profiles and emotes, and you can type out big poses and stuff. It was for text-based RP. Mushing is still, I think, the best format for text-based RP in real time in the world. People do text-based RP and like MMORPGs, but I still think a mush is a better way to do it. And Tapestries was the #1 furry mush. It is, they do allow adult content on there. And I had all of these characters on Tapestries. Which I'm sure the data does not still exist. I'm sure if I got my Telnet client out and I logged in, I would not find those characters there. But you say back in the day of the early web, I'm pretty sure Taps is still up, actually. I'm 99% sure Taps is still up and has its own client now. Hi, I'm sort of tired, so I'm lurky, but wanted to be here to say hi. Hi, Lily. Hello, Lily. Your favorite space game is Macross Triangle Frontier. Not at all a space freight game. You can't really use a flight stick because it's a PSP game. But you know what? It's fun. There was a Dreamcast game? It was called Armada or something? Yeah, Armada. I played the hell out of that too. That was a long time ago. You really ought to get more personas that aren't just yourself. Aren't you made of like multiple personas? Isn't that a thing about you? Good old slime girl. Sometimes you miss Pana, but you're definitely a happy Nekomata now. So you've settled on Nekomata. I mean, you look great. Pana's how I met you. The earliest art I have from you is saved under Pana. So, and I think Pana's a really cute design as well. No, I came to a realization. You said something to me, I don't know, like 2 months ago. And it was like, I'll paraphrase. But basically you were talking about how all my different identities are just me, right? Whether it's an aspect of me or not, we're all connected. And you're right. So, I don't know, I've been working on Sally since like September, and I was like, well, maybe I see her in a different way now. Maybe I can see this as like a really being myself thing. This is my avatar. I stream as her online. I'm a half game genie, and that's really fun to have. But now I'm not like bogged down by a bunch of lore or like a bunch of restrictions and a bunch of limitations I've placed on myself and my creative content. And I'm just gonna do shit that I want to do and not get too content brained about it and not worry too much, which it's really refreshing. And now I can be whoever I want. If I want to be a fairy, I can be a fairy. If I want to be a kobold, I can be a kobold. If I want to be a fawn, I'll be a fawn. Whatever. It's all in the computer, baby. Yeah, no more restrictions. I was limiting myself real bad. It's very fun to let you play through every one of the Macross shows and movies up until the first frontier. Wow. I worked at a tech store. I'm just gonna say a tech store with a dude, and I remember this dude very clearly. I don't remember his name, but he lent me his illegally burned Macross DVDs, and I never watched them, and then I gave them back. I just never got around to it. I had a chance to watch Macross when I was a wee bab, and I never did while I was working at a tech store. But I don't know, maybe we'll load up NSO and see what's up there, you know? I should have watched them. I will eventually. There's so much stuff I gotta watch Gundam. I gotta get into Gundam. Ryusei's gonna be mad if I never watch Gundam. Hydrate. Ooh, this stuff tastes weird now. Is that? I think I forgot to mix this. Toxin Gundam good? So, okay, when I was in school, when I was in baby school, I watched Gundam Wing, and that was my exposure to Gundam. And then later in life, I met Mr. Say, who introduced me to some other Gundam stuff, but that's like in the last 5 years of my life. We watched, in the Positivity Discord, we watched Gundam G-Quacks, which is awesome, and totally changed my perspective on the whole series. It totally changed my feelings on the entirety of Gundam. And now I'm suddenly like looking back at it like, oh man, I could watch all of this, couldn't I? You're trying to get into the 79 OG? It's gotta be dated at this point, right? Your favorite is Turn A? So have y'all watched Witch from Mercury? I'm told it's gay. I'm told I would like it because it is gay. And I do like things that are gay, generally speaking. '79 is still really good. Really? God damn it. I'm just thinking of I can see the art style in my head. You've watched Witch from Mercury? It's very gay. I'm gonna eat a potato real quick because I also am gay. Gamers, I love potatoes. I like egg too. My time as a kobold made me realize I like egg, but I've always liked potatoes. You love old anime? So, am I saying too much here? I don't think so. When I was a kid, when I was a little baby, my dad, not the Game Genie one, the one out in the meat space, was I mean, I had a very disinterested father. He didn't care a whole lot about me. And when I came out, he did not really accept it. But I will say, this is why I've replaced him with a Game Genie in the lore. Game Genie is a way better dad to me. But so, he had interests in exactly two things. His car, and like, two very specific animes. So I have seen basically every episode, multiple times, of the original Astro Boy and Speed Racer. Gamers, I think my dad was autistic. That makes me feel sympathetic towards him, and I hate that. So I've seen all of Speed Racer, Maku Go Go Go, and I've seen all of Astro Boy. I mean, I spent some time as a robot cowgirl, and part of that was because of my upbringing with the oh my god, Osamu Tezuka stuff, you know? Those are the OG classic animes. For real, they are. But that's like the ones that we got in the US, right? Like there were so many better anime, but those are the ones they brought to the US. And then like they started playing stuff on TV when I was like, you know, learning how sentences worked and how to not shit myself. And we started seeing stuff like G-Force, you know, or like Voltron. And so that's like some of my earliest memories of that stuff. My first proper anime experience was Sailor Moon. I don't know if you can tell that about me, but my first proper anime experience was Sailor Moon. I had 103 fever, and a friend of mine lent me a tape of the entire first season of Sailor Moon, or like 2 or 3 tapes of the first season of Sailor Moon. It was quite an experience when I was delirious with high fever, but it did stick with me. Guess he wasn't a fan of 8-Man. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. I will refrain from blasting out recommendations. Talkson, we're chatting. This is a yap sesh. Recommend stuff. What's up, Mr. Vaporize? Original Sailor Moons are really good. So people are like, oh, watch Crystal. It's in HD. And I'm like, okay, they were afraid to make Usagi look ugly in Crystal. She has to be perfect and delicate and clean every time. She doesn't do like an anime expression, and so like all the comedy is gone from the show. And whether or not it's similar to the original manga, it lost so much of its heart from the original show, wherein she was both serious and graceful and funny. And those are the things that I liked about her as a character, is that she was sometimes funny and a little messy and a little shitty at her job. I thought that was really relatable. Mortar going... Oh, Moltar, yeah. This one goes out to all the ladies. Vika, that takes me to fuck back. Vika! The fucking OG Toonami? Shut up! Jesus Christ, Vika! Shut up on OG Toonami, what are you doing? G-Force, the second try to bring Gatchaman to the West. Wait, there was a first attempt? What was the first attempt like? I know of G-Force. 5 teenagers trained to fly like birds. I remember that. What's, there was another attempt? Clap, clap. 95 to 00. Really? Besides Digimon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! And the anime you can see on like 4Kids and Warner Brothers, your first anime was like Zero no Tsukaima. I am totally unfamiliar with that, Naka. I have no knowledge of that. Although your name is Japanese, so I wonder if you had access to things I didn't. Clap, clap. You just feel awkward because sometimes you feel like you're somehow backseating when you give unprompted recommendations, but Aura Battler Dunbine. Wait, I know that name. I know that name. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can know these characters. Aura Battler. Maybe there was like a video game or something. Wait, I do recognize this. I have seen this. I haven't watched the show, but look, where is she? Hold on. There's. Yes! Okay, wait. No, I'm vaguely familiar with this, and I'll give you one fucking guess as to why. I will give you exactly one fucking guess as to why I've heard of this. Your first anime was like Pokemon and Digimon? Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Whoa! Thank you for the follow! Is that Slugamout? Koodaloo? Is that like Scootaloo, but missing a letter? Is that Slug? Is that the Schlorp? Hello, Koodaloo! Welcome in, thank you for the first time chat. My name is Sally, that is short for Celeste. I am the half Game Genie hostess of the Last Light Lounge, an arcade between worlds. My dad was a Game Genie, my mom was a cow. Those don't go together, and don't try to do the math because it will steal your name color and apply it to the front of my hair. I hope you're doing well. For Gatchaman, the first attempt was Battle of the... Oh, Battle of the Planets! Right! I knew that! I forgot about that. The villain's name is Shot Weapon. The writing is quite subtle, as you can probably tell from that. Listen, I watched an anime with the car acrobatics team as a kid. So, you don't gotta be subtle. I like it here. I like you here! Yeah, welcome to the Last Light Lounge, an arcade between worlds. We're just kind of yapping because my original plan for stream kind of fell through because I couldn't get the tech to work. So I'm just gonna try to figure out what I want to do today. And I don't know. I don't know what I want to do today, but it's gonna be a video game of some kind. And I was hoping something was gonna come to me or like jump out at me. You're not Japanese, you live in America, did not have cable, your brothers are way older than you, were an anime cold and brought home some episode DVDs. I see. You know, I don't want to assume. I never want to assume. Let's see. What's in my drive here? What do I have lined up? I have a big pile of shit that I didn't sort. You are Chinese, though. I feel like I knew that, actually. I feel like you've told me that. I feel like maybe that's why my neuron activated. Somewhere East Asian, right? When I want to watch a Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs, they edited kind of goofy and outright changed who the main character was. Oh, kind of like Escaflowne? Where they were like, you know, or like card captors? You know, where they're like, you know who let's focus on a lot is a boy. The main character, no, we're gonna focus like a lot on maybe this like gormless idiot, not main character. Let's see, what do I have? I do have a lot of arcade stuff. But arcade stuff is usually only fun to play with people. GBA stuff. Let's just fire red. Shining Force. I don't know if I could. Listen, I'm a talented streamer. I don't know if I could pull audience with Shining Force. How about in here? What do we got in here? We've talked about F-Zero. I've played it on stream. We've got Ribbon King, but it's only fun to play with people. Dragon Quest VIII, I got ready. I got Dragon Quest VIII ready to play at one point. We're gonna do a playthrough. I have Project M. Moosin! Hi, Moosin. Also, bye, V. Thank you so much for the raid. Have a wonderful dinner. And then Turna Gundam is the final hand-drawn Gundam from '99. Sid Mead was the Sid Mead was the mechanical designer. It's a super interesting post-apocalyptic story that maybe reshaped how you approach world building. Really? Yeah, I really liked the way you approached world building actually in your video, because you talked about the layers of it, and it's something that I do too. I want to have like the ancientest of ancient prehistories and then build it. Even if it never shows up in the content, I think it gives your writing an internal consistency to have that backdrop, you know? Just finished up your promo image for this weekend. Let's go! You got something cool going on for Beard's Buddy Moosin? Is that what it's for? Dragon Quest? Uh-oh. Are you a Dragon Quester? I'm a Dragon Quester. Hi, Queen. Hi, Alice. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. I am, in fact, a queen and also a goddess, and that's the lore. Not really, but can you imagine? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome in. We were talking about space games, then we're talking about anime, and I'm trying to decide like what I want to pivot to. Because I got like Slay, I love you. Oh my god, fucking go off. Wait, no, compliment me more. I love this. Thank you. My name is Sally, that is short for Celeste. I'm the Half Game Genie hostess of the Last Light Lounge, an arcade between worlds. This is the back room where I've got all of my stuff from all the people that I love in my life. Look at that. Look at all the cool stuff. And I got some flags. That's my P1 and P2 colors there. So it's nice to be here. It's nice to have you here. You're a queen in our hearts. You don't have a heart, you're a skeleton. I was debating playing some Dead by Daylight today, which I haven't streamed in a really long. It's been since the Kobold era since I streamed DVD, right? No, I did like one, I think. That's actually like the first times I ever hung out with Dante, like long before I was a streamer. We played Dead by Daylight and it was really fun. To be fair, you can probably vastly simplify how you present your lore, but it's only meant to be a backdrop. Yeah, exactly! You very much are a Dragon Quester. So I went to Dragon Warrior as a child. One of the first memories I have is trying to figure out Dragon Warrior on the NES, which was what they localized Dragon Quest as on the original NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, in 1989, 90. Whenever that game came to the US, I don't know. I was a fetus that walked around. And then I saw Dragon Quest, but I was stupid, and I didn't realize it was the same thing. Until Dragon Quest Journey of the Cursed King, that's 8. It was Dragon Quest 8 when I realized it was the same series. And I looked back at all the shit that I had missed, and I went, oh no! So I went back through and I caught up on some of it. Wouldn't be the first goddess VTuber you follow, or the second. Well, the goddess is Slimon. Come here, Slimon. Slimon? No? You not feeling it today? He's not feeling it today. There's some lore about it. It's not really that important. But basically, all the characters I've been on stream have referenced a creature known as the System Goddess, who is the being responsible for maintaining the simulation that the world of Enem runs on. That's, if I go outside that window there, there's the place between, right? There's Portal to Enem in there, but it's, you know, it's not important. But the System Goddess was me all along. Surprise! It was just me. Both physical and metaphorical hearts. Whose heart did you take? I would like a Fatal Frame DVD collab. Oh, wait, what a good idea! You could have Scissors Guy! Is that? No, that's Clock Tower. Fatal Frame's the photograph one, obviously, because Fatal Frame. That's the one. There's like, I don't know Fatal Frame. I corrected myself. Don't you XD at me. I corrected myself. I don't play either of them. I don't go to horror games. No, a Clock Tower would suck. We'll do Fatal Frame. We'll do the Fatal Frame one. Go. Your introduction to Dragon Quest was 11. Wow. You've gone back and wait, of course there's randos for it, but like, wow. I never thought of that. You played 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, and Builders 1. The Builders games are so good, aren't they? They're some of my favorite games ever made. It's always been like a fallback for me to play DQB. But DQB 2 has such a long tutorial. And I don't have a save file for it that's past the tutorial, so it's like, how do I stream that? I met a bunch of people on Twitch when I was streaming Dragon Quest Builders. I met Jing and her community. They blind rated me while I was playing Dragon Quest Builders, and that's how we met. The only Dragon Quest you've beaten is a SNES remake or port of the first game. Honestly, the 2.5D remakes are really fucking good. Like, genuinely, if you want to experience the old Dragon Quest games, get the remakes. Like, the 2.5D remakes. They're extraordinary. Is that Heppa to Peppa? I mean, technically, Tusk. Technically. Hi, it's been a while. It's nice to see you. Welcome, traveler, to the Last Light Lounge, an arcade between worlds. My name is Sally, and that is short for Celeste, and I am the hostess of this place. I am the half Game Genie hostess of this place. My dad was a Game Genie, you know, a 1990s accessory for Nintendo games by Galoob. And my mom was a cow, you know, the bovine that produces milk and is commonly farmed by humans. Those things don't go together, so don't try. Don't try to figure it out. It won't make sense to you, and your skin will fall off. I did play the Live Alive? How do you pronounce that? The Lao remake. That was the same style. The game was so good. I've never played it, and I don't know what it's about, but I've heard the name. You bought it to Live Alive? Live Alive? Live Alive. Like live, like I'm live on Twitch? DQ10, the MMO, has also been great, but it's a whole thing to play since JP only. Oh, listen, Ryusei and I streamed that before we realized you can't do that. I mean, it was live servers, so maybe you can. But we streamed that together. We actually got into that together. We played through a couple of towns together. How are you, Lovey? You're looking very political. Please, no polygons in chat. Please, no polygons in chat. There's a place for discussions on Polygon, and we just don't do polygons here, okay? I don't want to get polygonal with you, but your woke triangles. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. My model is made by a dude by the name of Disco the Devil, who is, by his own description, a big fat devil who stinks. And I think that's really fun for me because I get to sound like I'm razzing on him, but he's getting complimented instead. Squeenix doesn't like people streaming it. It's true. It's true. It's true. Yeah, Disco's great. Disco's very nice. Disco's a mature content creator, so he makes a lot of content where he talks about a pee-pee. So don't go over there if you don't want to talk about a pee-pee, but he will talk about a pee-pee anytime you want to, I think. He's doing a little bit of work on my model. He sent me some progress updates today on the finished, because this is not technically the finished version of this model. I just couldn't wait to start using it. There is going to be more expressions, and it's going to be more accurate, more parity between this and my ref sheet when he's done with it. So, hey, No. Hi, No. Hi, hello, hi, girlfriend. Hello, it's Noelle now. Welcome in. It's wonderful to see you. Hope you're having a good day. I hope you are settled in and cozy and full of KBBQ. I hope you are full of meat. Live Alive is a game about many things. Specifically, it's about 7 things. Different time periods with different heroes and stories, like a cowboy, a ninja, and a robot in space. You know, chronologically, all of those things could have happened at the same time. It's a commonly misunderstood thing. You know, a samurai could have sent a fax to Abraham Lincoln. All of those things existed at the same time. That's Live Alive. It's only one time. I do really recommend trying the Game Boy Color version of DQ 1 to 3. You'll go, wow, this is really cool for Game Boy. My pal Beardrick, to my knowledge, started the series with that. I think it was Dragon Quest Monsters, but I think he had the SNES version of one of them. He's the Dragon Quest guy. He's the guy who really got me back into Dragon Quest, so. Anyway, pats off your dust. Anyway, pat. That's enough Dragon Quest out of me. Yeah, I get to talk, so that's okay. Sorry, I muted this restaurant is loud. I wanted to send love. Anyway, if anybody ever tells Noelle what I said just now, you're dead. You're more spot on with that. They could all have... Yeah, please pretend that I'm saying something extremely, extremely naughty about Noelle. Gamers, it would mean a lot to me if you would go in my chat right now and be like, holy shit, Selly! Don't talk to Noelle like that. She's in public. Like, Noelle's a lucky woman. I can't believe you said that. You know, it'd be really cool to me if you would do that. You're more spot on with that. They could all happen at the same time thing than you know, but not exactly. Huh. I really was making up some bullshit. I bet she's trying to figure out how to turn on her phone and listen in. I bet she's trying to figure out how to turn on her phone and listen in right now to figure it out. I bet her FOMO is eating her alive. Oh, Moosin nailed it. Oh, Moosin read the brief. Incredible. Moosin, absolutely, that's incredible. That's wild. That's perfect. Wild, amazing, truly powerful. I love Nowlin's art too. Nowlin actually drew me some of the first Selly art I ever got. Back in September, when my birthday happened, I was working on Sally, and I was kind of hiding out on a hidden Discord account, and I was being Sally, and I was taking a break from stuff and trying on a new identity. And I was hanging out with some people, and they put together a kudo board for me, and I got a bunch of Sally art back in September of last year. None. Text Eclipse, have you read the Bible? A lot of them are. like a ton of them actually are. They just use the term Congress instead of fucking. Or they would say lay with. Okay, wait, why do I have so many things? Okay. So good. It's actually so good. So what do we got? Kinda wanna play, listen, Quinn, are you here? You wanna play Mario? You wanna play Paper Mario tonight? That would work out for me, actually. Hey! Wow, thank you for the follow, new friend. My follows are anonymous, so please feel free to just vibe if you want to, but you are totally welcome to sound off in chat and I'll scream your name real loud. I guess I can play all of these on NSO. I don't know, maybe we just load up NSO and see what's going. Maybe just hang out and play a game. What if we just like hung out and played it? Oh wait, I think I have an idea, actually. One day you wish to be drawn by Nowlin, but alas, you do not have Pixar hips or giant Hungongos. Nowlin draws dudes too! Nowlin absolutely draws dudes too. He's actually really good at it. He just doesn't draw a lot of them. Hey, Sally, can I say something real quick? Good job! Did you just announce yourself asking people to sound off? That's wild, Android. Welcome in, thank you for the first time chat. I appreciate your enthusiasm. I dig the vibe. The confidence is charming. Welcome in, my name is Sally, that is short for Celeste. I am the Half Game Genie hostess of the Last Light Lounge, an arcade between worlds. I mean, I did ask you to. I did ask you to say it so that I could scream your name real loud, and then I criticized you for it. That's my vibe. I am the Half Game Genie hostess of the Last Light Lounge, an arcade between worlds. These are all the people that I love and adore most in the world. Aren't they amazing? Look at all them around there. My dad was a game genie, my mom was a cow. Those two things do not go together, so please don't try to do the math on that. It will confuse and enrage you. But it's wonderful to have you. I appreciate the arcade vibe. Do you want to see my arcade? I'm still working on it. It's still a work in progress, but I will show it to you. I think there's people in here who probably haven't seen it, right? So I'll show it off. Let me get the Rogueport music off here. Give me a second. It's going to take a second to start it. I don't have like a button bound to it because it's not finished yet. Here we go. Boop. So we're zoomed out a little bit. And in about 5 more seconds, you'll get a chance to look at the arcade, which is pretty rad. Goodbye, see you on the other side. Also, if you know my lore, this is really sad. But look, it's healed! That's my old rebrand video, when I started Level Up Lumi, and this song played in it, after I exploded and died. Anyway, welcome to the Last Light Lounge, an arcade between worlds that is not yet finished. But I wanted to work on it, you know? And I wanted to show it off, and I wanted to bring you all here. And here we are in the back room! So, yeah, my goal with the arcade, Android, was to, like, try to recapture a very specific feeling. That arcade is based on the arcade I grew up around, at least loosely. But the feeling of walking down the aisle and of hearing all the different games going and the different attract modes and the chatter of other people at the arcade, like it was it was really something special. It's a really like nice memory for me. And so I wanted to kind of recreate it. I wanted to try making that my my stream space. Cause I've done a lot of really sad lore in the past. Really sad, depressing things. Gamers, one of the things that we do is traumatize our blorbos, right? That's the thing we do as writers. We traumatize our blorbos. We give them trauma that they did not previously have, right? And as a VTuber, the person you're writing for is yourself. And so sometimes you do something really fucking sad and get kind of locked in by it. And then you get locked in a little bit.
Heal blurbo trauma.
That works? What? Why does that work? All right. Is that your wish? I don't have regular genie powers. I'm only a half game genie. If I'm gonna grant your wish, I gotta do it the hard way. So I'll heal the blurbo trauma, I guess. I did a bunch of videos and shit. They're not in this OBS setup, so to show you them, I would have to like add them. And it's a lot of work. But basically it was like, I was exploded on the floor down there, and the orb was there on the table, and it went, here, I'll show you. Is this the one? Right? And it just did like a real slow pull out like this. And I was literally like dead, remember? On the floor. I had exploded and I stopped streaming for like 3 months because I was depressed. And then we went out through the window. But then at the end of the video, the super long pan out, there was like a tree and the camera moved through a bunch of leaves and it was a teaser of the new life that was gonna come from it. And then I did a bunch of lore videos, and there was a thing with an orb goddess, and a bunch of stuff happened. And you know what, like, the truth of the matter is, it was all really sad, and it kept being sad. And then I tried to be funny, but then it was sad while I was being funny. And then I was just like writing lore that was happy lore, but I was still inventing characters. And then I was like, well, you know what? What if I wasn't a character? What if I was just myself? What if it was just an avatar that was me, and then I didn't worry about all the lore shit? And that's where you're at now. You wish for invincibility and elevator action?
Heal blurbo trauma.
Okay, I need you to enter Jifukwis and then you'll have invincibility and elevator action. I'm guessing you play mostly casual games? I'm curious as to where, hold on, I want to know the logic. I do want to know the logic. I'm curious what brought you to that conclusion. I don't want to tell you you're wrong because I want to see the answer. Darling, I envy your world building skills. My own lore has been in a void for like 2 years now. I mean, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't do it. Lore can be fun, and it's fun to write stuff, but if you line yourself up as a character with a backstory, you're gonna feel compelled to act that character. Just a random guess. I mean, it depends on what you define as casual, right? Like, is Super Mario Brothers casual? Is, like, Mega Man casual? Because there's no progression. You can beat it in, like, an hour or two. It's got a score meter. Oh, casual vibes, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't take myself too seriously. That's not really casual gaming, though. But no, like, it's not a disparagement of you. But I'm curious, there's a discussion about what the definition of a casual game is. In the same way that we discussed what a retro game is, like, is PS3 retro? It's old enough. Is PS4 retro? What about the Wii U? Is that retro? Wii U is like, what, 16 years old now? So, like, what counts as retro? It's the same question. What counts as casual? This is not me having, like, an argument with the chat. Like, it's not disparagement. I genuinely want to know. I genuinely want to kick up the discussion. So, chat, my question I'm posing to you is, what is casual? Where does that line go? Because, like, casual stuff for me is I'll play, like Elder Scrolls Castles or something on my phone. Or I'll play, like, a puzzle game. You know? Like, that's casual for me. And I think that counts as casual pretty comfortably, right? But then, like, something like Pokemon Champions, you know? It's basically you just play a Pokemon battle and you walk away. Is that casual? Is grinding what defines a casual game versus a... Oh, what would the opposite be? A non-casual game? Or is it competition that defines it as a non-casual game? Is it time investment or is it skill ceiling? Like, what really makes the difference? PS3 is older now than the N64 was in 2006. Yeah, we're closer to, Cleopatra's closer to modern day than, chronologically, the construction of the pyramids. When you're casual, you think about mobile games or light farm sims? So listen, I played the shit out of Farmville. I'm not gonna lie and pretend I didn't play a fucking ton of Farmville. I played so much Farmville, you guys. You don't even know. I played so much Farmville. I did nothing but Farmville for like 6 months of my life. Just don't do it. That's so hard though, because I want to be the D&D player and role player in me strives for lore, but the writer in me screams to stop wasting notebooks on scribbles and whiteout. You can write the lore, Dusk, but let me tell you something. Let me honestly and heartfully tell you something. That is a discovery that I made. When you are a VTuber, you are performing. When you are on camera, you're performing. You're putting on an act. Whether or not is your intent to be casual and chill and just be real with people, you are in some degree performing. This is puppetry. This is puppeteering. I'm moving in a way I wouldn't normally move while I'm performing. Do I make myself bigger for the camera? Yes, absolutely. I have a bigger reaction. I want people to clip it. I think it's funny. I want to entertain you. If I wanted to just hang out, I would just hang out, and we do those. They're called midnight grinds. But during the day, like my daytime streams, I want to entertain you. I want to make you laugh. I want to tell everybody I'm going to put Magna through a spaghettification device and slurp them up like one big noodle. I want that to make you laugh. And so, like, you get into character a little bit. You want proof? Put your avatar up on screen. Like, record some lines from a book or something, or from your favorite TV show with nothing on your screen. Just close your eyes and record them. And then record them with your avatar and your streaming setup on screen. You'll sound different in the playback because your brain just gets you into the zone. Maybe you work differently than me, but that's like 90% of the people I talk to are like that, right? And if that person that you are being has a bunch of shit that they have to worry about, you'll be worried about your canon because you care about your canon. If you stream from the world of Enum, which you spent like a decade creating, and has a billion pieces of lore, then every time you open your mouth as that character, you're gonna think about that lore. And shit's not gonna come out organically. You're gonna be playing a character. And if you wanna be yourself, you don't want that. I think there's really cool character VTubers. I think I tried it for a year and I didn't like it. I think long and hard before you write yourself into that kind of corner. Because it stressed me out like crazy. The burnout was insane. The burnout was just insane. Thank you, Zero. That's a good one. Casual ranges between Story of Seasons and Monster Hunter for you. I don't think either of those is casual. I wouldn't call Story of Seasons casual. It's pretty involved. But Monster Hunter, definitely not casual. Monster Hunter is a very involved game. Monster Hunter, you gotta grind decorations and shit. You've gotta have skill and quick reflexes. That's not casual at all. You didn't do your report. Well, thanks for the report, Perry. Moo at you. Sorry you had to take a call. Did I heal the blurbo trauma? I did. I'm not trying to self-promote, but normally when streaming you have to try to follow lore, and sometimes you can't help but go off rail. I thought that's pretty normal. I'm making a concerted effort to make a different kind of content now. I did a rebrand like 4 years ago where I wanted to make storytelling-based content, world-building storytelling, staying in character. That was my whole thing. And I broke character constantly because I love you guys and I want to be real with you and I have a lot of fun doing this. But like, it was still about building the lore in the world and existing within the world and exploring that fantasy, right? And I never really got to have my fairy fantasy correctly. And that's just the way it goes, because there's no good way to explore that as a VTuber, right? As the indulgent side of things go, I didn't get to do that. But like, excuse me. But like, I don't know, it's just, that stuff burned me out like crazy. It burned me out like crazy, and I decided to step out of it. Literally outside of the machine that it's all running on now. Naka loves his Monster Hunties, because Naka's got good taste. You guess that makes sense. Part of why you don't do a lot of streaming lately is because you feel so detached from your own world because it's so fragmented. Well, why do you stream? That's the question, right? Why are you streaming? What is your desire when you click the start streaming button? What do you think of? What do you imagine? Like, what's your perfect stream? If you could design a perfect stream, what would it be? I think it's a curious thought. I think a lot of people don't think about it. Like, a lot of people get wrapped up in the fantasy of this stuff, and I'm not saying you do, but I'm saying a lot of people get wrapped up in the fantasy of this stuff. There is a joke that I've been using as an insufferable pre-debut VTuber, where I have gotten wrapped up in the fantasy of VTubing and considered none of the reality of it. And I have explored that joke quite a bit. You tried getting into Facebook games, but you just couldn't with the timers and then nothing to do. If it's got a time gate, I don't have time for it. I'm so glad, like, my MMO addiction fell off, too, because that was some time-gated shit that was really hard to deal with, too. Hi, Hicks! Welcome in. It's nice to see you. Oh, let me do the poll while we're talking about this. While we're having this discussion about streaming, why do you stream? And this is something everybody is invited to participate in. Why do you stream? A lot of you are streamers. I know that you stream. Why? Why do you do it? What is a perfect stream for you? What is your ideal? Oh. Is today the day? Alright, gamers, we're gonna do a 3-minute poll this time. I encourage viewers to vote in this poll. Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Every night I can still feel my arm. Perfect stream to you would be to go at least 2 hours without scuff and just, you think your biggest goal is to be someone like, what? What? Oh shit, I wasn't, okay, you turned that shit around on me. That's really sweet, actually. What a good goal. So how's the lore fit into that? Seems like the lore is like a totally separate thing from that. Your Vampire the Masquerade game got rescheduled the next week because everyone's visiting family this weekend. Is it a holiday? I feel like I should know if it's a holiday, right? Easter was last week. What is the holiday this week? At least you get to play Magic. Yeah, at least you get to play Magic. Give me, wits plus computers to try to log into Twitch right now. Div 7. Cool to have a comment section that isn't your direct friends. So growth, then. You want to have new people watching what you're making, right? But what do you want to make? What is it you want them to watch? Or is that immaterial? Do you just want the number to go up? Answer your question about what's a casual game. Something like Tetris, Pac-Man, or Cube are probably good answers. Aren't those classics? Those are, all three of those, older than the games that I listed. Like, genuinely, those are all older games than the games I listed. Mega Man and Super Mario Brothers were newer than all of those. Honestly, I'm envious of being able to have a stream taken up by conversation and not getting to a game. That's just the gift of gab, baby. I just like talking. I like talking because, okay, do you want to know my secret, Perry? Do you want to know how I do this? Do you want to know what my vibe is? A long time ago, a very impressionable young girl by the name of Selena Master System Charmeleon, Celery Charmander, heard a thing that the best way to be an interesting companion for somebody as a woman is to know a little bit about a lot of things. The goal was to know enough to hold a conversation on something and let somebody else be smarter than you. And that was the way to be a companion to somebody. And this is me being impressionable and wanting to be femme-coded. I was like, okay. And I decided that that was a goal of mine, is I wanted to learn a lot about a lot of little things. And the secret to that is listening for a long time. And a lot of my information is scrambled. I say wrong shit constantly. But the vibe is still there. The vibe is, I know enough about a lot of things to hold a conversation, but that gets you talking, right? If I know 5% of something, and you know 40% of something, I'll say my 5% and you'll go, yeah, that's the thing I'm interested in. Here's the other 35%, and I get to absorb that, and that's my joy. That's secretly my joy in doing this kind of conversation. And now I know enough stuff, I get to sound smart too. Which is sure a fantasy. Perfect stream if you ever stream. Show off a fun game, shoot the shit with chatter friends, have some fun in your free time between your day job. That's an incredible goal. Justin, that's so focused and so eminently attainable. That is exactly the Twitch format. That's incredible. That's 10 out of 10, no notes. As a hobby, 10 out of 10, no notes. After having been a guest on streams and having your own things under a separated name to test the waters, you realize you like being a guest but do not want to be a full streamer yourself. Oh, I didn't know about that, Higgs. That's interesting. It's not for everybody. It's a lot of work, and sometimes being the center of attention just isn't what people want. I fucking love being the center of attention. Notice me, goddammit. Notice me, pay attention to me. Look at me, I'm peacocking. I'm on the table screaming and doing a stupid dance, and everybody's clapping, and that's my fantasy. That's what I want. Maybe, Naka doesn't know how to talk and have a conversation live. It's the gift of gab. It's learned. It's a learned skill. The original idea for the lore was that the character of Dusk had lost everything he knew. It's so sad! Why are we writing sad lore for ourselves? Trying to rebuild up everything that was taken from him, to restore the magic and serenity he once knew, to put it in non-heavy terms. But the more you try to write it in a way that could fit in an intro video, also reflecting your own vibe, and now it's become a traumatic backstory for a dark young adult novel. Why are we giving ourselves sad lore? Why aren't you a rainbow unicorn? Why don't you have joy and a loving family? I mean, we're queers. I know why you don't have a loving family in your lore, but still. You just have a hard time talking to an empty room. Harry, there's a trick for that. Don't talk to an empty room. Get a stuffy, a plushed animal, an animal of plush variety, and place it next to your monitor and talk to it. Pretend it's watching you. It feels stupid. And if what you are doing, this is my number one advice as a performer, right? Not that I get to give you advice as a performer, but I'm a Twitch partner. I did something right. As a performer, my number one advice I can give you is if you feel stupid doing something, if you feel like an idiot and a failure and you're really embarrassed by what you're doing, keep doing it. As a performer, if what you are doing makes you feel hot and flushed and a little shaky, great! That means you're learning something new. That means you suck. And that's incredible. You should suck more. We as people need to be less afraid of failing. Because failing is necessary in order to stop failing. We need to not be so afraid of failure. We need to not have to monetize our hobbies. We need to not be afraid of failing at them. If you want to get better at this shit, challenge yourself and do shit you're bad at all the time, right? So get a stuffy. Talk to it as if it were a real person. Be like, oh, I'm playing this game. Oh, what do you think? Yeah, that's fucking nuts. Anyway, don't look at me like that. And just have the back and forth, you know? And then if somebody comes in, be like, oh, who are you talking to? Be like, you now. You know? You're not gonna stream shit like Elden Ring, League of Legends, or live server shooter slop. You would stream obscure stuff people wouldn't immediately know, and that makes me smile. It's so hard, because the AAA grind does get you numbers. But a lot of those games suck. And I hate to say that they suck, but the experience of a lot of those games just sucks. Like, Elden Ring is great. It's awesome. It's heavy and deeply involved, and once you've played it a couple of times, you run out. So what now? And it's that AAA stuff is like, it's really choking the games industry right now. So Elden Ring is not a great example of that for me. Elden Ring, I think, did a lot of really good stuff, but that's FromSoft, you know? They are classics. Also, everyone has a different answer on what casual means. Those 3 games are what I would consider casual. Damn straight! You read the assignment. I can tell you later in DMs if you want. I am curious. Yes, Higgs. I would love that. Thank you. I see streamers like you and some others that are not only interconnected within the peer community, but have great safe spaces they curate, and want that for myself too, if that makes sense. Good news, Perry! Good news, Perry. You're in such a space. And if you're ever doing a stream, I think if you let me know, I'll shout you out. I'll shout you out, and I'll encourage people to come your way. Y'all could follow Perry on Twitch if you wanted to. You just need to actually stream, but you don't have time or energy to do it, at least not yet. Valid. For now, you're a guest playing Diablo 2 with the old crew, or blowing it on Orange's Barnes' game show because I don't know the Tales of series. Whoa, God! Okay, so Boncha was on that. My buddy Boncha, one of the founding members of Positivity, one of my real life friends, Boncha BT, was on Aki's game show at one point. And I was following along at home, and I did pretty good, right? And I was like, I could do that. And then I watched, like, any other episode of it, and I was like, I don't think I could do that. Oh, fuck. There's such obscure questions. There's no way. There's no way. I would not have gotten through half of them. I would blow it, too. Reject popular games. Stream Sute Haku in 1997, Sotelleview. 1998, Nintendo Power System. 1998, Super Famicom. Combining the prior versions along with Sute Haku and BS version 2 and Sute Haku 98 Winter Event version, each which added 30 new levels. Now accessible on Switch Online as of 2025! Thank you, Diggy. Diggy's correct. You should stream Sute Haku 1997, Sotelleview. 1998, Nintendo Power System. 1998, Super Famicom. Combining the prior versions along with Sute Haku and BS version 2 and Sute Haku 98 Winter Event version, each which added 30 new levels. Now accessible on Switch Online as of 2025! You should do that, like Diggy said. Thank you for the hydrate, Diggy. I'm gonna have a little sippy sip right now. I'm leaving my sad lord of Vampire the Masquerade. My Twitch lore is I'm a magic dog who got bored and learned how to internet. Higgs, that's so fucking brilliant. So there's a dude, I'm not gonna shout him out. Yes. I am blocked by some other streamers. But there's a dude who is a time traveler, and his whole ass lore is my favorite lore out of any VTuber I've ever seen. And I'm gonna say this in sort of vague terms, and you may know who I'm talking about, in which case, congratulations, you can go watch his streams. And if not, I'm not gonna tell you who he is. But there's a dude who has probably my favorite lore out of any VTuber. His lore is, I was a caveman, and there were some monkeys who were getting harassed by a T-Rex, so I jumped in to help them, and the T-Rex hit me so hard with his tail that I flew off into space through a time portal and landed on a computer. And now I'm a VTuber! And that's his whole fucking lore. And he has this video intro about it, and it's this cute little animation, and it's gotta be, out of every VTuber I've ever watched, on any platform, any channel, anywhere, probably my favorite lore. I named the dinosaur. I don't know if he still uses that name for it, but I named the dinosaur. And I just need to tell you, like, you don't need to when you're making your content, you don't need to have, like, some grand design to make good content. And I think that's so important. Good morning, Jim Rat. Good morning. It's morning for you, isn't it? Your favorite one was a VTuber and he was just an orc that's a salaryman, nothing more. Because at the end of the day, you gotta think about what it is you're providing, like what your content is. Is your content the storytelling? Is your content that the viewers can tune in and learn a deep history about a world and the Dark Lord that tried to overthrow it and the way the elements work in that world? Maybe. Are you a TTRPG streamer? That's totally that's a valid vibe. But like, are you just a streamer who wants to play video games? Probably people aren't tuning in to learn about your family lineage. They're probably tuning in to watch you play fucking Fortnite. So like, You gotta think about what it is you're doing, I think. That's what it boils down to. There are a lot of good retro games you enjoy. You do not enjoy watching Dark Souls or Elden Ring, but maybe that's because the difficulty really doesn't appeal to you. Oh, you're an Agile. Oh shit, it is Agile, isn't it? Also, yeah, Dusk. I see your message there. The only queer child out of 4. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Magna knows. Magna gets the vibe. Magna has a really good lore too, incidentally. And this is the thing. I know a little bit about Magna's lore, and they don't really talk about it on their stream. But there is lore to Magna's stream too, and I really love that. Because the joy of discovering new lore is great. Just don't restrict yourself with it. Tell the story, but then remember what it is you're doing when you go live. Remember what the point of your stream is. You also hate the sound of your voice. You'd hate to troubleshoot audio. How do you think I feel? Sorry, Hicks. No, fuck your problems. They're my problems. They're bigger. No, I get it though. I get it though. Hey, welcome to Rank F, Gym Rat. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with ZA. I hope you're enjoying it. You would love to do more music on stream, but most people show up for the Balatro. I could have played Balatro today, I guess. We've just been yapping for 2 hours. Those damn pre-debut VTubers. I, Sally Charms, the insufferable pre-debut VTuber, should find a game to play. What the fuck do we have? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? What if we did... Hold on. I'm gonna just browse my library for a minute. I wish I hadn't missed the ad break, because I would have used the ad break to do this. But I fully missed the ad break, so now I have to actually look at my stuff while we're all live together. I don't really want to play something super sweaty is the thing. I don't want to do anything super sweaty right now. And I have a lot of sweaty games. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Let's go over here. I'm just gonna do this. We'll just bust out some casual games. We're gonna play some casual. We're gonna do a little casual gaming. It's gonna take a sec because the HTC software has got to start up. We love to be noticed by Sally. I love to notice you. Your lore also does not need to be super deep. Don't write out a 30-page essay. I mean, you can if you really want to. You sure can. But just don't let it restrict you. It's a tool. It is something that you have to benefit you in telling your story and making your content, and nothing more. Your lore. I am Frog. Num's lore. The whole Bibble. So this game is a mature-rated game. It includes mature content, includes blood, and the occasional bit of gore. So if you do not want to see mature content, now is your notice. Before I put potentially a piece of meat on a hook on screen. This game is based on horror movies. So we're gonna do a little bit of casual gaming right now. Silly Charms, a terminal yapaholic. It's terminal, yeah. Like Terminal Velocity, the old PC shooter game. Your lore is literally Spider-Man, but with a moose and some pizzazz. And 6 arms! 6 arms, like a Hindu deity in a flannel shirt. It's crazy. We has a lot of good games on it. I miss so much. I miss WiiWare. WiiWare was so good. WiiWare was something really special. I do play DBD Dusk. I absolutely do play DBD. I play, I would say, enough DBD that I have this guy. This is also from the end of the battle pass. This is not the base skin you buy in the store. This is the one you have to clear the whole battle pass to get. This is Dracula's true form. This is Dracula Castlevania's the true form. If I go into customizations, here he is in his normal form. But this is not my main character. This is not who I generally main. Well, no, Moosin. It's a game that you play in like a short period of time, and it has a score. It's just kind of a simple in and out. You know, I would say it's pretty casual. I'm a killer main, absolutely. Which is great because there is a 6 times blood point bonus right now for killers. I'm gonna do a little warm up with the guy that I know how to play really good, and I brought 104 Screech Cobblers to the table. Go over my build real quick. Iron Maiden, it exposes people when they leave a locker and they scream, which is an info perk. I have Weave Attunement, which means if they're close to a dropped item, I can see their aura. I have Nowhere to Hide, which means when I kick a generator, I can see their auras. And I have Trail of Torment, which means when I kick a generator, I become undetectable, and this killer becomes a stealth killer. I'm going to be running the Lantern of Revealing, which reveals auras, and I'm going to be running the Glass Eye, which increases the size and speed of my Dispelling Sphere, which is another info ability. So, I played Dead by Daylight in a weird way, and you're going to find out. Wait, Legion's still disabled? No way. No way. You're safe from DBD till they add a werewolf? I want them to add a fucking werewolf to this game. I want them to do... Okay, we're getting a new Hunter the Reckoning video game. In 2026, there's a new World of Darkness Hunter the Reckoning video game. Oh, it's a 3 flashlight squad. This is gonna suck. I want them to add one of the Guru from World of Darkness. I want them to add, like, a Shadow Lord or a Black Spiral Dancer to this fucking game as a killer. And then they can add a Kinfolk Survivor. Like, it's perfect. You've only watched from a victim perspective so far. Oh, Perry, it's so much calmer. It's so much calmer like this. You got a Sable Eye? Let's go. Legion was disabled last night still? Ugh. I wonder what they're disabled about. Why do we need a new one when the Hunter Diablo clone on GameCube exists? Reckoning? Was it Hunter the Reckoning? Oh, what is it called? My brain isn't connecting the dots. Oh, I played the hell out of that game. It was really good. It was a really fun game. Renetta, thank you for the catnip tea. Crash. Hi, Renetta. Welcome in. It's nice to see you. My stomach hurts, so I'm gonna make sure to eat a potato right now, actually. Was that any good? The first time my stream ever broke 100 viewers, I was playing that game. The Werewolf the Apocalypse game. It was good. I liked it. It was very linear. It had a great story and was really big on lore. It was very good about the lore of the game and staying true to it. Alright, so as a heads up, while I'm playing this game, I may need to lock in from time to time. And I may miss chat. Especially if there are survivors about. Oh, what? Man's just spun me? Oh, you got so sandbagged, actually. Oh, no! Oh, the instant sandbag. That sucks. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go this way. He's a shaky boy. Boop. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough game, gamers. I shouldn't have got that, probably. Hi, lady.
Game is muted,
Okay.
by the way.
Huh? Game's muted? What do you mean, game's muted? Okay, hold on. I can't really fix that right now. You gonna get her off the thing? All right. Sure.
Sophie
I guess.
breaks down.
I
No
guess we
worries.
could do that. All right. You can have her, I guess. I'm not going to give you the anti-tunneling perk. They're trying to bait me into like triggering the anti-tunneling system, which is a crazy play. I think that probably counts as griefing if I Okay. Sure. Ah, she was really locked in, huh? I really just got to stand there. Rad. Oh, that one over there. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, Magna's the official voice actor of Dead by Daylight now. Ouch! The hook! Ouch! Owie! Ouch! Ouch! Ooh! Ouch! Ouchie! Ouch! Owie! All right, cool. Let's see. Anybody hiding nearby? Nope. As long as it's regressing, I stay stealth, which means I can sneak back up on them. They're playing really well, honestly. Hi, lady. What's up? I'm gonna hook this guy. Yeah, he really wants me to, like, follow him, huh? Oh, dude! My dude, you've been taunting like crazy, and you just got hit by that? Maybe you shouldn't taunt so much. Yeah, this feels alright. This feels alright. I think I could do alright with this. I think we can make this happen. You're okay. Don't be so sad.
Oh no, the flashlights did nothing. Oh yeah.
Okay. She's got 2 hooks. She's done. She's cooked. I think I saw them go this way. Yep, there it is. There they are. Hi, Laura. Is that Laura Croft? Neat. Congrats, Jim Rat. We love it when a starter evolves. We love it when a starter Pokemon turns into like a big boy Pokemon. They never got back on this gen, so I'm still stealthed. It's gotta be real annoying for them. Hi, hello. What are we doing over here? What's kind of the situation? I did eat before stream, but I've been eating very low calorie for my diet, so like, I am quite hungry actually. Did you? You canceled your flashlight too quickly, my friend. Whoop, I'm stuck. Also, not a big fan of this map, so I'm glad I'm kind of doing well on it right now. For those who can't follow along with the game or don't know how this game works, I'm doing quite well right now. But I play in a weird way, which I will explain. So the way I play Dead by Daylight is the least sweaty way I conceivably can. It is my goal to hook every survivor twice and then let them go. Which means I never get to reduce a match to like a 1v3. I never get to tunnel anybody out. I never get to do any of the like meta strats. And there's always going to be 4 full survivors up against me. Yeah, protection hit! Oh my god! Let's fucking go, my guy. That's what he just did was really heroic. It's called a protection hit, where he entered into a chase and took a hit for somebody. I'm so glad they put a hook down here. There wasn't previously one. All right, he's double hooked, which means I have 1 hook to go, and then I will be done. And they only have 2 gens down. You're not one of the hooks I need. Hi, you. I'm just gonna let you stay bloody. I gotta find out where the other one is. Oh! They're over there! They got mimicked! Let go! Let go! I'm gonna ignore this person, and I'm gonna go for the one that I need. Boop! Yeah! Let's go! Okay, I'll be able to fix the audio in a sec. So, since I have completed my task, I now let them win. Since when can Feraligator Mega evolve ZA? Feraligator got his Mega in ZA specifically. Omega Magus, hello, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. It's nice to see you. Okay, let me fix the game audio issue because I forgot to. I know exactly what happened. I forgot to game audio capture. Dead by Daylight. Okay, in theory. Okay, wait. I'm like scrolling through real quick. Seeing if I missed anything cool in chat. Okay, we're good. Tilly, I think I'm allergic to Korean barbecue. I ate like 100 barbecues and I froed up. You froed up? No! Noelle, that was expensive K barbecue.
We can only skate just now.
Wow, such squelchy audio. Hi. Flashing lights warning in 3, 2, 1. Nice. She acknowledges our friendship. And I think that's really lovely. It's really wonderful when people can become friends. I'm gonna make sure that these guys all know it too. Hello. 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 You want me to chase you? He wants me to chase him. I'll chase you. This is pretty good, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, this dude's movement is really good. This guy's got this. He's got the spin down. I confess, I lost him a couple of times. That's some good spinning, my friend. So hi, Cookie. Hello, Cookie. Welcome in. First streamer's girlfriend. I can't believe it didn't get picked. I can't believe nobody claimed it. Does nobody want to? Nobody wants me. Nobody wants me. You driving with the gentle sounds of murder coming through your car speakers. They gotta hurry up. These guys gotta hurry up a little bit. Hey, buddy. Yes, I do have it. Yes, you're correct. But yeah, I'm playing a little Dead by Daylight right now because my original plan for today was I had to pivot off of it because Star Fox Zero is that's kind of rough game. Oh, they just 3-gen'd the hell out of themselves. If this was still like a match, they'd be in real trouble. So when you're the survivor, skip gens. Because what happens here is if you do too many gens out on the fringes and the others are all close together, I'm gonna kick this actually, is I can move between the 3 remaining gens like really, really quickly. And so without some like really serious like hardcore play, like these two are like, I could see one from the other. So don't 3-gen yourselves, because if you're playing against somebody who knows what they're doing, they'll exploit that. Oh! Get out of here, you crazy kids. You were joking about stealing the first, but girlfriend from Noelle, but you screamed at me not to. Don't you dare, Cookie! Right? Something like that. Just don't you fucking, I swear to God, you'll sleep alone tonight. That dude was outie 5,000. Yes, give me the flashlight behind. Oh, I am getting shined like crazy, actually. Yeah, Omega, that's basically it. Yep. No. Yep. All right, let's see if I can hit you. There's one. Can I get two? All right. That's how you know contact has been made. We're all spinning at each other. But yeah, no, Omega, that's kind of the secret. I play like a DM. I want them to have a good time. And this way, since we brought 2 farming items to the game, everybody gets an insane amount of blood points. There's a Blood Moon event going on right now. Post-game, but look at that. Look at my BP gain for this. I just have 1/3 blood points. A lot of matches, oh, excuse me. Almost 500,000 because I did a quest. Still got an iridescent, like, it's fine. It's genuinely an okay way to play. Yeah, these guys were very skilled. They played really well. I feel like I did okay. I think it's difficult to like
This place.
do that kind of play with a really good group, so I'm proud of myself. But now I'm past the blood point cap is the problem. Now I have to spend them on something. So what do I spend them on? I have some characters that I haven't prestiged yet, I think. Probably. Legion's still disabled. Is there anybody I haven't prestiged? You're prestiged, right? That's what that means? Yes, okay. So, ugh. Oh, I was working on the spirit. Oh right, they automated this. Check this out. They changed it, so instead of having to click through manually. What is this? Oh, Blood Moon events. You can just pick how many levels to advance. And it auto spins. I really like that, actually. I think I hear somebody outside my door. Hello? Oh, are you on the phone? It's LMD, but they're on the phone. So how many killers do I have that are not prestiged? Like 2? You're not prestiged. Oh, it's a lot of blood points. Pretty good. And so when you prestige a killer or survivor, you get their abilities unlocked, and those abilities will start showing up on the other people's blood webs. And at prestige level 1, they show up at the weakest level, and then you can get them and then level them up by spending more blood points. And at prestige level 3, they show up at the highest level. Oh no, it's actually, they changed it now. You have to get to like 9 or something like that, I think. But, well, oh, almost every killer I own. Cool. And that's my blood points down. Who do we want to play? Gamers, is there anybody in particular in chat that you want to see me try to play? I will try to show the killers. I'm pretty inexperienced with most of them, but that means it'll probably match me with easy players. Did they change the blood point cap to 5 million? I thought it was still 2. If it's 5 million, I didn't have to spend them. damn. Hi, Como. Hi, Como. Welcome in, Como. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you, Como. Como-meter. Comometer. But if nobody sounds off, I'm gonna play my boy. This is my highest prestige character, and I have never played a Silent Hill game. Alright, yeah, I guess we'll do this. Boop! Kind of a lurky day. I'm feeling it, honestly. I'm actually quite hungry. I wanted to go for a couple of hours tonight, but I wanted to go for like past 3 or 4 hours because I'm not going to be streaming like tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, really early on, I have a real world task I have to do, and then tomorrow afternoon, I'm gonna meet Noelle and Cookie for the first time IRL. So that's pretty cool. But that means I don't get to stream tomorrow during my normal slot. So. Was the guy next to the anime guy looked bony? That's a great question. And I don't know off the top of my head. But I will check after this match if you remind me. The anime guy is the dude from... Ah, fuck anime is it? I don't know. I don't watch it. No, wait. Tokyo Ghoul? I think it's the dude from Tokyo Ghoul. I have the skin where it's a girl. But I don't know anything about the anime. I just have the girl skin because I wanted to play a girl character. So I paid money to get the girl character. It's a cool character though. Your car you're getting is going through an approval stage with your employer? I don't know what that process involves. Having the anime guy is the weirdest thing ever for this game. We have Nicolas Cage, Magna. Literally Nick Cage is in this game. Like, the actor. And the anime guy is the weird one? Weirdest part of this game is the Attack on Titan collab. At least it's not like a character. That's just outfits. I think I can't put these on stairs. Did they fix that? Da 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 da. Hi, gamers. Wow, they started it. They full gen rushed me, huh? Da 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 da. Nice shot. N-E-Corb 5'9". I assume it means neck orb and you're just like a spherical cat. Somebody's back on the gen already. Oh no, they're not. Alright. Feels like stopping the gen rush went well. Nobody's triggered any floor poopy yet. Hear that. Hey, gamer. Just gonna not let you get that real quick. Just gonna real quick not allow you to get that. Yeah, you can just grab them. It's actually kind of bad for me if I just grab them. It's why sometimes against Pyramid Head people will go in lockers. Because Pyramid Head has this floor poopy that I keep putting down, the kind of barbed wire of infinite sadness, right? And if people step in that, I can put them on the ground and then send them off to like the sadness cage. I can send them to the Dashcon ball pit. And it like teleports them to a random place and I don't have to bother hooking them or anything. So if I grab them instead, I have to go all the way to a hook. It takes me more time. Oh, wait, I'm not... Oh, I'm on a different build. No wonder. I'm on my fuck your pallets build. That explains it. I need them to chase with me. I need to get into a chase with them. Yeah, the Dash Gone Ball Pit. Da 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 da. I actually hate that. I actually hate that for me. Here, check it out. Oh! I'm being led away. Oh no, you missed! Alright, check this out. Cage of Atonement. Shonk. And she just goes to a random spot on the map. And nobody actually sees where she is either, so like... Somebody now has to get her out of the cage, because it works like a hook. And you can see that that she's kind of trailing the sadness goo behind her, right? And that means that she has stepped in the barbed wire of infinite sadness, and I can send her to the ball pit. Which I will do. She gets an extra couple minutes in it. She signed up for those signatures, you know. She signed up for that autograph session, but we couldn't get the talent. So instead, the ball pit, sanitized once. Oh, that's been regressing for a while. There's somebody here. What is this? I hear you. Heard you. Where are you? Have you run away? Oh. Maybe that's what I was hearing. Did I hit somebody? Oops, the fuck did I hit precisely? Oh, the girlfriends! Wait! These two, the one that I'm chasing and the girl in the hat are girlfriends. They're lesbian girlfriends. Hi. I get her a neck orb. This is Pyramid Head Bracket. Yeah. This is my old main before they added Vecna. OG Vecna, not Stranger Things Vecna. This is the character that I played the most of in this game. I have probably 300 hours on Pyramid Head, something like that. I'm kind of just guessing. But, Sally, I was at dinner with your girlfriend. What? You took my girlfriend to dinner? Oh my god, that's unbelievable. Well, what if I took your girlfriend to dinner? How would you like it? I'm not gonna kill you though. I'm not gonna kill you though. There are two Vecnas, yes! One of them is Vecna from Dungeons and Dragons, and one of them is Vecna from Stranger Things. It's a really common name, you know? That's like being weirded out that there's two Bryans. It's not that weird, really. It's a really kind of bog standard normal name for a guy to have. But yeah, Bracket, this is Pyramid Head. This is the Executioner. This is my guy. I play this game a weird way. In that I 2-hook and release because everybody gets more blood points generally, and it keeps my MMR down so I don't have to sweat too hard. There you are. I haven't seen you all game. Where have you been? Where have you been, whatever character you are that I don't know, that I don't recognize because I haven't played this in months? Who are you? Where have you been my whole life? Yeah. You've done it! Now you've done it! Now you have done it! Now I can see your aura forever! And I can chase you around and you're exposed! Okay, cool. Tell him Salome, hi! Yeah, you had 4 have Vecnas in your high school homeroom. I'm telling you, it's like, I don't know, if you're in England, maybe you don't get as many Vecnas, but we had Vecna G and Vecna Q. Nona got full of BBQ. Yeah, she said she got so full of BBQ and she froed up and I got really sad. I don't want her to froed up. There you are. Hi, Fun Min. Madame Min. Doing the thing minimum over here. Oh no. I really whiffed that? I'm kind of bummed I whiffed that, actually. It kind of hurts my feelings in a way. Okay, one more hook to go. In the immortal words of Fox McCloud, there's one more to go. This one's still regressing. Vesper, don't fall in. I'm doing my best, Oz. I'm doing my best, but sometimes a girl gotta fall in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave you on the floor again. If I knock you down, I can execute you with a click, but I won't because I love you! I love you, baby! Where's your girlfriend? I just need to slow you down a little bit because they are at 2 gens and I still don't know where your girlfriend is. In the immortal words of Fox McCloud, ah! Don't ever give up, my son. Father? This way, Fox. Follow me, Fox. Never give up. Trust your instincts. Become so strong, Fox. Da-na-na, da-na. Da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na. Da-na-na-da. Da-da-na-na. Bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-da-da-da. Bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-bum-bum-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Da-da-da. Anyway, that's the Star Fox theme. That's the ending to Star Fox 64, by the way. In case you didn't know, that's how it goes. Are we... Ma'am, you're not even the lady I want. You ain't even the one I'm looking for. It's you. You're the one I need. Yes! Okay, we did it. Boop. I'm gonna kick your gen, and then I'm gonna go disappear. I love the Star Fox theme. Why is it the most victorious thing ever? It's incredible. It's such a good soundtrack. Na 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 na. Dun dun dun. I gotta find a good patch of clear ground. Da, 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 da. Can I do it here? I think I can probably do it here. Yeah! Yeah! We made a heart! That's for them. That's my gift to you, survivors. That's my present to you. So that you will know that I will never flood the world again. Just gonna hang out over here now. Also, hi Wesker! Hello Wesker, welcome in. It's nice to see you. I have Wesker in this game. Actually, I played quite a bit of him. So clean, I learned my line work from you, Magna. I learned my line work from you. Also, Perry, you got to play Starship. Let's go. It's so good, isn't it? It's genuinely so good. You love how everyone who plays Dead by Daylight is always so cheerful when they're the killer. I think it's because there's no stress, you know? Also, Bracket, thank you very much. I'm going through a bit of a rebrand process at the moment. I'm changing my channel identity a bit. Kind of experimenting with some stuff. Thank you very much. This is a model by a dude by the name of Disco the Devil, who is my model mama, I suppose, if you use the VTuber terms. But he's a dude, and he talks about a PP from time to time. If you go to check out his content, be warned, he is a mature streamer. But he's really nice, and he worked really hard on this, and I really like it. And there's a lot of like little bits of technical setup of how this model is made that are very deep references to things in like retro video games, and I'm really proud of all the little details. So yeah, you gotta drop global saturation every now and then. All right, I kind of let everybody go, right? Y'all are supposed to be reaching the exits by now. Yeah, there we go. They made it out. Get out of here, you crazy kids. You have a great day. You guys have a great day, okay? Come back now. GG. Hit him with the old GGWP in the chat. What do we got? How do we do? 213? That feels okay. It's not 450k, but that's still pretty solid, right? Oh, 300. And this is why I play like this. Because I don't have to sweat, it keeps my MMR down, and I get a billion blood points, and I get to play the game. And it's still a challenge, it's still difficult, it's still challenging. Oh! I passed level 17 on the Rift Pass. So who was the bony boy next to the anime guy, was the question. Oh, that's Vecna, that's the first. That's Vecna, Stranger Things Vecna. That's this guy. This is from the newest season of Stranger Things, I guess.
Who will join me?
I don't really go to Stranger Things, so I don't actually know the lore here. But that's who he is. And then there's OG Vecna. This guy.
No part of the plan.
And that's Matt Mercer. And then there's this guy that I really wish I was good with. I love this dude, and I wish I was good with him, but I just suck. You wanna do some Wesker? Do a little Wesker. Yeah, the legendary head of Vecna, you're correct. Is Predator playable in this? No, but the Xenomorph is. There's no Predator yet, but I think they were working to try to get the license. There were at least leaks about it. So we got Rick Grimes. Zeep Hill is Rick Grimes. We've got Tenacious Gem 6677 is Claudette Morel. Don't look at me. Don't look at me, Daddy. We've got Eto as Meg Thomas in a mask, which means that's going to be a player character who is going to spam crouch at me, but then die very quickly. And then we've got 4 Dumbass as Dwight Fairfield, who has a flashlight. He's going to be a team player. You can tell, and I talk about this a lot, you can tell a lot about a survivor by you can tell a lot about their play style by the survivor they choose. I don't know what Ricks are like. Claudette's are stealth players because she is the stealthiest character because of her dark skin tone. She blends better into the map, so a lot of competitive players will pick Claudette and claim that she has like an advantage. Because a lot of this game is about visual perception, right? I don't know, maybe they're right. But you can also just hide better. Meg players are usually really flashy and technical-minded. But the really flashy, technical-minded players who are like really good at stuff will usually pick a more competitively, character. And Dwight's are team players. He's a nerd. And nerds like to cooperate. You're surprised Marvel hasn't done a game like this? I played Dragon Ball Z DVD. It was fun. I liked it. I was bad at it, but I liked it. Playing as the scariest monster, law enforcement. No, he's special ops. He's military. He's not a cop. He's a member of STARS. Ugh, son of a bitch. Alright, what am I running on this character? I don't... 7 minutes. Complete global saturation. Somebody here. Dwart. Hi, Dwight.
I think you can defeat me.
He's now infected. Do you actually think you can defeat me?
I'll see you dead.
I love his lines.
Just started.
You only just now realized that Dragon Ball game is essentially Dragon Ball DBD. Yeah, and then there's the Ghostbusters one that is Ghostbusters DBD. What is it called? Spirits Unleashed? Is that the name of it? I played the hell out of that game too. I have probably over 100 hours in that easy. Are there cosmetics on the hooks? Yes, there are. When you are customizing your killer, you can hang your cosmetics from the hooks. Oh, did you just plot twist, my guy? I think you probably didn't mean to do that. He just threw himself on the ground for me. That was nice of him. You'd buy the Resident Evil DLC if they managed to get the PS1 actors? You know, I didn't really think about that. But I think I would love like a voice mode where it was like, you were almost
There's
a chill
no
sandwich.
point in hiding.
All right, that's another infection. Ooh. I haven't played this killer in a very long time, so I think it's giving me an easy team. And it's giving me an inexperienced team of players. And the problem with an inexperienced team of players is they don't always save each other. Or they save each other when I haven't run away yet. Okay, this is Claudette's trail because they're bleeding. Who unhooked you? Claudette, who unhooked you? Oh, boo, I didn't hit a wall. Try to grab you. Bonk. Yeah. I love Wesker's dash. It might be my favorite move in the game. It might be the most fun way to grab somebody. Now, when do we add Miku to Dead by Daylight? She's in it. I'm playing it right now. Now, you know what? I feel like a Miku Fest like crossover. They would probably just add like Miku merch as outfits for the characters. But would she be a survivor or would she be a killer? Which would she count as? Okay, I see your trail. You went this way? Don't run along the outside. What are you doing? I'm gonna find you if you run along the outside. There's no good escapes if you stay on the outside of the map. You gotta go towards the middle, go towards the main building. What are you doing over there? Oh, there you are. I briefly lost your trail. Right to the shack. Oh, so you're zoomy. There you are. And there's Meg, finally! One Meg. Oh. Not too early, Megan. Megami-sama. Oh, glad I broke that, huh? Did I just slam her into Dwight? Did I just use Dwight like a wall? Can you do that? I don't think I've ever seen that. That was wild. Oh, Claudette. Got her. Is she gonna hold W? Is she a Chad W enjoyer? She is. Oh, the early palette. So we're not a looper today, huh? Ah, boo! I missed. Regen's really fast, actually. She's over here. Now she is over here. Ooh, 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 lithe. Okay, little speed boost. There we go. Boop. Yay. Let's find that Meg. It's Meg and Dwight now. Bro was there for the assist, but for the wrong team. He really did kind of sandbag her, didn't he? Poor Meg. And yeah, Magna, I think they probably wouldn't want that kind of attention. Also, if she was a cyborg mannequin, I would be the most scared of Miku I'd ever been in my life. Miku is great and amazing, but I am terrified of machines. Like robots and machines and shit. Like anything industrial that makes noise scares the hell out of me. Why did you follow me? What's the situation here, Claudette? You ran up to me. You ran actually right up to me. I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm curious. I'll take the pallets, though. That's kind of rad.
Is that all you have?
Okay, you get to go down here. You'll love machines for the both of us. There is a killer in this that is a robot. And the sounds that it makes and the way its voice gets processed and it's fucking Mori, it scares the hell out of me. I'm very famously coulrophobic, like clowns are like a big fear to me. But that machine terrifies me. Alright, so you stay down while I go find your friends. Your rank up opponent is Kanari. Any tips? Be ready with the type advantage. That's a tricky fight. If you don't have a type advantage, you better have like a 15 level lead, is what I'll say. Didn't they add the game that should not be mentioned? Oh, do you mean Five Nights at Freddy's? Are we talking about Dead by Daylight? They did add famous loser Scott Cawthon's content to this game. They did, actually, yes. I don't know, play it if you want it. It's really popular. It was the right choice for them to make as a horror crossover franchise. It's like the most popular horror franchise in the world. Scott Cawthon did very famously make some questionable decisions, and then when confronted on them, sort of doubled down. Insisting that his reason for, you know, voting for the dude who's got secret police that, you know, disappear children, is the economy. I think his biggest crime is being an idiot, as opposed to being, like, hateful, you know? But I will choose not to engage with the content. That's not for me. But you do you. And that's it. That's the 2-hook. All right, let's get out of the way. We get an ad break in 50 seconds, gamers. A little bitty baby ad break in 50 seconds. It's a really good time to get a stretch, get some water, do what you gotta do. Honestly, I'm feeling kind of tired and hungry. I'm feeling a little weary from maybe not having enough food today. So I think I might go get some food. We did it, Patrick. We saved the economy. Yay! And everything's on fire. They sure did. Oh, you're injecting. Okay. There's a thing that gives Wesker vision. He gets the what is it called? Not bloodthirst. The senses. The little the heartbeat. I forget what they call it in game. And it's I infect people and it gives them. I think it slows them once they get a certain point of infection. And they've changed this character a bit. And they can get these little syringes with like the T-virus vaccine in them. And that gives me the pulse for a minute. Yeah, thank you, Naka. It was pretty GG. It doesn't really give you any speed to do that, and I don't know why you can do that. It doesn't really save you any time. Because you still have to kind of wind down and you're slowed as long as you're winding down. Note how much slower my movement speed is while my attack is ready? Wesker slows way down while he's charging his dash. His geometry dash. Well, let's see if he's forklift certified. Wait a minute. This is like a combine harvester, right? That's what this is? I see like a little chute coming outside of it, right? And I see the hay bales. Where's the like controls on this? Where's the like steering wheel and stuff? I never put that together, but there isn't like... There isn't really like a thing here. A way to drive it. Ate it? Oh, bad cat! No, spray Como, everybody. Spray Como. Ugh. Yeah, sorry, gamers. I wanted to go longer today, but I'm feeling a little weary. A little lightheaded. I think I haven't had enough calories today, maybe. I've eaten pretty light today, so. And it is. Oh, it is 9:20, so. I suppose I should probably get some real food. There's a possibility. There's a world where I come back and do something else later. How do I? How do I? Yeah. Okay, buddy. 3 hours is not a long stream time for me. My ideal stream is like 5. I like streaming. Hi, Rick. You have all the Nick Cage perks? You gonna do it? Yeah, you're good. You got it. You're okay. Do it. You can do the gen. It's okay. Yeah. Thank you for the clip, Naka. kids out. Let's go let these kids out into the world. Closing time. One last call for alcohol. Finish your whiskey in fear. Closing time. You don't have to die now because I am queer. I know who I want to take me home. Yeah, so the killer can open the gate. Absolutely, because there are some perks that rely on the gate being opened. Hello, ma'am. Hello, madam. So the killer can open the gate once all the gens are completed, but you can only open one of them. You can only open one gate, and it triggers the endgame collapse right away. Which is that little bar that was at the top of the screen there, because the rules of the game change. So there's a bit once all the gens are completed and the gates are powered, where there's like a sort of game state there where the survivors have to go to the gates and try to get the gates, and they have to activate the gate. It takes a couple seconds, it takes like 30 seconds or whatever of pulling the lever to open the gate, right? Hi, Dahlia, in the afternoon. But so the killer can have some perks that depend on the endgame collapse, and so you can actually activate it early if you want to. It's not usually a good idea, even if you're running those perks, because it kind of signals to the players, to the survivors, that you are running those perks, but... Is there... Wait, hold on. Oh no, you're the survivor. I was like, is there a girl version of this killer? But there isn't. I gotta check. I think that's just the survivor, but it's pixelated, it's hard to tell. I gotta look. I'm legally required to look. The Trickster. Okay, no, there's just this guy. It's the K-pop demon that they hunted. Hi, Cold Cat, welcome in. Ah, man, I was just gonna raid out and everybody's showing up. We gotta raid out though, I'm hungry. I gotta figure out Tinder. Let's put on some better music. Alright, gamers. Thank you for coming to stream. I appreciate y'all so much. It means the world to me. I'm getting a little lightheaded, so I apologize if I'm being kind of rambly. I'm gonna raid out and get some food. Your streamer gotta go take care of herself. We're gonna raid, where do we wanna go? Tag? Tag. We're gonna raid tag. Raid. Tag me otter. Dinner time. Raid to the Cosgrove. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Here is a very cool and awesome raid message for you to drop and tag stream. I would love it if you would do so. Gamers, Tag the Otter is an otter streamer. He's super cool, he's super nice, he's one of my favorite people in the world. He's really, really smart, he's really, really funny, he's really, really charming. And he's a male VTuber, so he deserves your attention because there is a slanted slope that he's gotta climb as a male VTuber. So, Prolo, thank you for lurking. Also, it's bedtime for you. Go to bed. Go to bed, Prolo. But I love you all so much. I'm gonna raid tag and then I'm gonna go get some dinner. I'm probably gonna go eat like a cheeseburger because I've only had like 500 calories today and it is 9:30 at night. So, I will not be streaming tomorrow. I will probably try to stream Friday when we're starting Be Earth's Buddy, so I don't want to compete with it. But make sure you check out misadeluxe.positivity.space on Blue Sky. And the Positivity Blue Sky for the official Be Earth's Buddy schedule. I'll be live with that on Saturday, so my schedule's gonna be a little weird until next week. I'll be doing Be Earth's Buddy on Saturday, and I won't be streaming tomorrow. So, I hope to see you around, gamers. But if not, I don't know, I guess I don't gotta say anything to me around. Anyway, pretend there's a super cool pixel dissolve effect going on.
Hi, Happer. Welcome in. Hello.